and the DualSense controller. So, and the immersive spatial audio.
Spatial audio? Spatula audio?
I was like, what's that? I was like, what's spatula?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
I like that.
spatula audio?
I have different headphones than you. Spatial.
Yo, he said spatula.
Yeah, and he was so sure of himself too.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
Yes, welcome. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage and welcome to the Level 857 Video Game Podcast. We are your host. Short host. I stuttered that. I'm Algie857.
That's what's it hard, Stallion Sticks, and your boy Big Chuck. What up?
And joining us today is a lead character designer of the new Battletoads, Lucy. What's going on?
What's up? I was looking at your name, and I was wondering how to pronounce that last name. Cause I did
Can
not.
I try? Can I try?
You're good with names.
Yeah, go on.
Kyriakidou?
That's good.
Close.
That's good.
Close, but no cigar.
It's the best English version you're gonna get.
Okay. I'll take it.
I'm glad I didn't have to try.
I didn't even.
we should have had you try.
Missed opportunity.
Oh, he
that
does
would've
it the
been
best.
good. Yeah, that
He
would've
does
been
it the
classic.
best.
Well, I didn't even try. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like,
not even gonna try it.
Well, how do you pronounce it?
It's Kyriakidou.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
Greek.
Yeah, that's very great.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's smooth. That's easy.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Yeah. Ours is that's definitely the English, like
Yeah,
the
that
like
was
the
a-
American
Yeah.
butchering.
That's exactly how I would have said
If
it.
it helps, I've heard so much worse. So much
Okay.
worse. So
All right.
It's fine.
I'll take it.
That's the best I'm gonna get. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Not bad. Well, just like every podcast, we talk about the games we've been playing for the week. Who would like to begin?
I only have one, so I might as well just
Should we
start.
talk about these shots first?
You want to do the shots first?
Oh, I thought we were
I'm not
do
even
that
going to be able
after.
to talk about the game.
Perfect. All right, let's do the shot then.
What are we celebrating?
The 10th, every 10 podcasts, we always do a shot. That's the tradition. We
Podcast
started out
120.
on.
Yeah.
Podcast 120.
Celebration.
Drinks up, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. To chat.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is smooth.
That is very
That's very
smooth.
smooth.
Not smooth enough for him. Though.
We need a compilation of J faces
I
after
will
the
make
shots.
that. I'll
You have to make it.
I will have to.
I love it.
A nice
Why
montage.
wasn't that the same as last week?
That's the same one.
That is exactly the same as that.
Jesus Christ. You all right?
Damn it.
I love it.
Lucy, would you like to start with what games you've been playing this week?
Sure. I started on Saturday. I started The Flame and the Flood.
Oh, okay.
It's but I think the studio is called the Molasses Flood. Yeah, it's like a really cool indie survival adventure game where you play as a girl with her dog, and like, it's a well where it's flooded,
So you're
and you gotta survive. I guess.
you're on a raft.
I love this
right?
kind of games.
You're on a raft, right?
Yeah. You're on a raft and then you stop at stations and you pick up supplies.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Was that in the eShop or no?
It is in the eShop. You know, I know about the game because I've been looking at it. I've never actually pulled the trigger and bought it, but I always see it on sale, and I'm always like, I don't know if I should get it.
You're getting so many
I don't know.
signs. You're getting so
You know
many
what I mean?
signs,
Like,
you know?
You know when you see a game, you're like, I don't
It's
know if I
really
should give it a
good.
shot. I read reviews of it,
I've done that before.
and I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know. I can't pull. I don't know. Something about it is just like, I don't know.
You're waiting for that last thing to kind of push you
Yeah.
over the edge to buy
Yeah,
it.
She
yeah.
said it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said it's
There
good.
you go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so like, all right.
She says
Like
buy
I
it.
had it for ages and I finally got it and
Okay.
I finally downloaded it to play it and oh my god, I started Saturday. By like midday Sunday, I finished
Oh, wow.
it. And now I'm like,
Damn.
okay, like endless mode. Yeah,
No
I
sleep.
did nothing else on Saturday.
Nice.
That's how you know it's a good game.
Yeah.
No food, no
Okay.
sleep.
No, no
Yeah.
sleep, no
Yeah,
food.
right. Game only.
Well, there was food. there was snacks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anything else that you were playing, or just that game?
No, since I started working in games, I don't have time to play games.
That's usually the story.
So-
Yeah, that's what everyone
Like,
always says. It
especially
sucks.
this one. Yeah, like big games are a no for me. Like
Oh, you'll never get to.
all the
You'll
big.
never play
games.
Red Dead 2. Yeah, that's a.
No.
There's no way. There's no way.
It's a pipe dream.
Yeah, it's like if you
someday.
How does like 50% of
Yeah.
gamers have time to play that game?
I don't know.
No problem.
I do 3 missions,
No
and
problem.
then I'm done for the day. 3 missions. I just keep chopping away at it, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what, 46% done with the game?
Well, at some point you'll be hooked and you'll do more.
Well,
I'm hooked, but I'm
No, I
trying to
mean,
be
you'll do-
realistic.
I know, but you'll do like probably 10 one day. Like,
Probably
you'll get
towards
to a
like
point.
the
Yeah. You'll get to a point.
it does get there, but when I played,
Mm.
it took me 96 hours to beat the game.
Christ.
And
Lot
that
of
was
mercy.
just the story. I didn't do it like any. I did maybe 1 or 2.
I'm not doing anything
side missions, and I was
Yeah.
just to focus just on the story. It's an intense, long,
Yeah, I can't do that.
If I do something that
but amazing
long,
game.
if I do
It's
something that
amazing.
long, I'm gonna be hooked on at some point. I'm gonna be like, oh, 10 hours today. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I
Yeah,
put
yeah.
10 to 15 hours in today?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
No, they put a lot of care into that game.
No, it's
And
a
you can tell.
it's a masterpiece. It
Well,
really
yeah.
is. a
You might as well talk about yours then.
You
Yeah.
see that
Well,
segue? I
well,
planted
yeah.
the seed, and then I was like, let's
There
segue
you
to
go,
my
yeah.
game. That
Well,
was
since you've already told us,
I'm already done.
That was so smooth.
It's gonna be the game you've been playing for like the next 3 weeks.
It probably because before I think last week it was Red Dead 2 and Smash Brothers. I'm not playing Smash Brothers. I'm stopping until this is done. I'm stopping
wow.
everything. I started. I think I said I started Ash of Gods, the indie game, which is like 25 hours or something. I did like maybe. I don't know, played like 6 hours of that, and I'm like, I'm not playing this and Red Dead at the same time. Let me just play Red Dead. Let me get immersed into that world, and it's 46%, and oh my god, it's wow. It really is. It's a breathtaking game. It really is. I was fighting to play the game because, you know, of how long it is from what you told me. Every mission is like 1% or 2%, so you basically got to do like 100 missions in the game. But it's just it's one of those rare, like very rare moments where I'm playing the game and I'm just blown away just by everything everything that's going on. The conversations between the people in your town, your companions, the interactions, the missions, everything is just so mind blowing.
and you see them making a movie out of it.
Oh, easily. Oh, you would have to. That's,
Like
yeah.
what part?
Yeah. It's like
There's
you
so
can
many
make it into
things
a
that are-
series. You can make a Netflix series. You can. It's just there's so much. The acting is top notch.
Seven
Easily, yeah.
seasons on HBO.
Yeah, exactly.
Easily.
No, but it's like so awesome. Everything that you can do in the game is so damn fun. It's too fun, and it sucks too because like I'm like, damn, I know me. When I beat this game, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Let me do some side stuff. I kind of want this to continue. It's
Oh, then
because
you fall
it's
into the abyss.
yeah. It's like that's when you're fully. That's what happened with me in Assassin's Creed Unity. Like I got 90-something%. I'm like I love that world of Assassin's Creed Unity, and this has that same feeling. Like I love Red Dead 1. Red Dead 1 was amazing, and this is, you know, part 2 is basically, you know, on steroids. It's just so much.
So it's got some Ubisoft microtransactions and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I got a horse, and then this menu popped up and said $50 US. I'm like, you what is going on?
Excuse me?
If you want to ride your horse, any further,
Exactly.
pay.
Every mile is like a taxi.
The stagecoaches they're charging. You're like, why?
You walking
How'd they get my credit card information?
The meter's running while you're doing the mission.
Like, do you want this to be a 30-hour game or a 1,000-hour game?
Or $1,000 game.
yeah, $1,000 game.
Exactly.
But no, it's. I think out of all like the open world games I've played, it's probably the most difficult to be squeaky clean and be good. Like I said on the 2 podcasts ago, you try to do something good and you accidentally do something bad, and then someone sees you do something bad and like, oh shit, I gotta kill all the witnesses who just saw me, and it's like, oh my god, I'm a murderer. Like, what the hell is going
Then you
on?
clear out of town.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Then you'll clear out
Everyone
of
has
town.
seen me.
Okay, so I guess I can go shopping.
That escalated very
How could this happen at a parade? Everyone's dead.
Lucy, last week I was explaining to them, there was a, I was headed to a mission, and someone came out of like the bushes and like, please help me. Just can you, take me to the town? I'm like, yeah, no problem. I'd go on my horse and they'd be walking right beside me, and I don't know, I just hit the wrong direction, and my horse just, walked into him and just knocked him over. Didn't kill him, just knocked him over. And he said, oh my God, assault. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? And he's starting to run off. So I throw a lasso on him because I didn't want to kill him. I'm like, no, don't. Where the fuck are you going? So I'm like, what do I do with this body? He's just chilling here. And this is where it becomes my fault because there was a creek but the creek, wasn't deep. So I'm like, let me throw this body in the creek. He's not going to drown or anything. So I throw him in there, and he's just sitting there. And I'm like, oh, let me play around. This is going to be fun. I throw him to the deeper end of the creek. The current takes him, and he gets stuck between these two rocks, and he's not moving no more. He's like,
Not
he
breathing.
is dead.
He's not
He's
breathing.
dead as hell. I said, oh, shit, I better. But as soon as I'm like, I got to get out of here, there's some sheriff. Hey, what's going on? I'm like, fuck. Pop, pop, pop. I'm like, oh, my
No,
God.
you're
I
not-
just killed a cop, and I just drowned this innocent dude. I'm like, and I was just trying to go to the destination. I'm like, this game is ridiculous, man.
That's where
It
I
really
would have played it different. I would have just reset that mission and just did it over
Dude,
again.
I was laughing so hard that I'm like, that's funny. Fuck it. I'm just going to keep going. Because a part of me did enjoy it. It was pretty fun. But yeah, it's if anyone is curious about Red Dead 2, just make sure you have no other games to play
Yes.
for 4 months.
I'm not looking to play that for a long time.
But I'll tell you one thing: if you ever do, it's I'm just about halfway. It's incredible.
I've only heard
It's-
good things about it.
It's like
9.8.
it's I guarantee I'm probably gonna give it a 10. I'm most likely gonna give it a 10. But yeah, you better sacrifice a lot of time.
Watching you play that made me want to go back
It's so awesome.
and play it.
I would end
And
up
I was
watching
like,
you play
"Ah."
more than anything because if I watch somebody play, it's like I played anyway. So
No,
No,
it's not this game.
no, I mean I've seen a bunch.
I wanna
Like
play
those
it.
long games. I don't
Like-
do it if
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jump in after I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah, but not
But
to.
if you do play it though, you're gonna
Oh, yeah.
want to go back.
yeah,
and
you
play it.
and
You're
there'll,
gonna
there'll
wanna
be a
play it.
part that's like I'm gonna keep playing this
Yeah.
hours on hours.
Yeah, like games with options, I feel like you have to play. Like if you watch someone play and you're like, not that way, you're like really backs at game.
Mhm, yeah.
So it's kind of hard. Like my dad is playing it at the moment. If you want to shut up about it, but, like he tells me things and I'm like, but you could have done it a different way. So it's just frustrating, and I don't have time to play, even though I really want to.
yeah.
But I don't think I could just watch it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's
I
a
ca- I
game like
couldn't.
that. It's just so good.
It's an
so
experience,
good.
man. It's
Yeah, it really is. And obviously, not to continue to talk about this all day long, but the hooking point, because I was waiting. I enjoyed the game from the jump, but there needs to be a hooking point.
It takes a while to get to.
Yeah, and the hooking point was, was switching camps, and there was some people in the new camp, and you had to clear them out. But there was this one older dude who was chilling on the bed, talking mad shit. Like I don't know if he was drunk, but he was just talking mad shit while I'm holding the shotgun at him. And he's like, "Oh, you think you could come in here?" And I'm like, "What is he? Do I have to listen to him?" Because he just keeps talking, and his hand is creeping towards his nightstand, where the pistol was, and I'm like, "Oh hell no!" Pop in seconds, and his whole head was gone. His head was off, and his body flipped over the bed. And I'm like, that was so hilarious. I was like, that is the funniest shit. He was mid-sentence, and his head came off. I'm like, wow. I don't know if that says a lot about me or something, but why was that the hooking
Yeah,
point?
well,
It says something.
These two examples, you like to play like the good guy, other than these two examples.
It was a lie.
It was a
lie.
I'm just saying, my intentions are good, but sometimes I get derailed.
I don't think you're getting the good ending, man.
No,
That's all.
maybe not. I don't know.
No, it's still a chance.
That's it.
Hey, nobody. You got rid of the people who saw it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, there we go.
It's still good in the eyes of the villagers.
Yeah, there we go. But that's all I'm playing.
Actually, there is another game you're playing. I guess I'll go next real quick. But we played together. It's a co-op game called Moving Out. We actually finished it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah,
That was so fun.
very very fun
Awesome.
game. Awesome. Yeah, we finished it, man. Awesome.
You'll see
Last
it on the
boss.
channel.
That
soon.
last boss is
The
awesome.
last boss was
Awesome.
and we had him on our as a guest. The lead, the head of SMG Studios,
Yep, last week.
who developed it last podcast, and
Ashley.
he said that they spent, I think, 6 months. He said on that last boss.
You said a while.
He said-
Definitely a while.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, we're never gonna do anything like that again because that was
You have
that was
to.
a lot.
You
that
have
was
to.
a lot.
That was
And
awesome.
when
You can't
we
top that,
played
though. You can't top
boss,
that.
We played that boss. It definitely showed
It was fun.
that they put a lot of time into that because that was a crazy.
A lot of
boss battle.
communication. A lot of
Yep.
communication.
Oh my goodness.
So much. You have to keep talking. Like
It was a chill game, though. Very chill.
Yeah.
It didn't get you too frustrated. I mean, we didn't play it like in a frustrating way. So
no, we were
no,
just
no.
laughing the entire time,
Yeah.
pretty
No.
much.
yeah, I mean, if we
Except
tried
for
to
the-
get like perfect scores, we would have been ripping each other's head off.
Katashonauts, we turned on each other.
Yeah, that was,
Catastrophe nuts we turned on.
Because
That
if
was
you
a
don't
different
do
story.
something right, you
It's
ruin
that
it.
kind of game, though.
Yeah.
it just puts you in that
Oh, man.
situation. It's so stressful.
Same thing
that
with
you
Overcooked.
gotta
Like, who's
turn
not
it
pulling their
on.
weight?
Yeah,
Who's not
Overcooked.
pulling their
Well, the
Overcooked.
second one person makes that mistake, the whole
You know who it
Yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah.
You know who it is.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like, who's fucking up the soups
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Overcooked? Who's doing this? God damn it! It's like,
That's why I can't play them games with y'all.
But it's something dumb. It's like, why'd you let that burn? Why'd you just sit there for 20 seconds?
you
What
were
do you think?
you were staring at it.
Exactly.
Dude, I remember. I didn't watch the video, but I just attracted to the thumbnail and the tagline of this YouTube video. It was a couple. It was a married couple, and they
turned on each other?
It had a "Will our marriage survive?" Overcooked, and it was them two. I should have clicked on it.
Oh,
I gotta
that's
go see if I
awesome.
can find it.
They'll be on there.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you will
man.
turn on people
That was-
quick.
I saw that. I was like, "That's the perfect."
But when it works,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
poetry in
Oh, yeah.
motion. It's
No, you gotta work.
beautiful.
You gotta work through it. It's like life.
Oh, yeah.
It really
Saying
is.
that,
Oh, yeah.
But when I play with my partner, we're like complete silence and we work really well together. But I don't find that fun.
Yeah.
Like if you don't shout at people,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like if things stumble wrong, there's just no reason to play the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
It does make it more fun though.
It
Like
does.
when you're getting stressed and yelling at each other. That's the point. That's the point.
Except if you work in the industry.
Oh, geez,
Remember, what was
Oh,
his name?
gosh.
I forgot. He used to work with you in
Get the food out the window. Him?
No, the one that you recommended Overcooked to, and he was like, I can't play this.
Oh, that's
I
my
can't play
boy,
this, it's too
my
much
boy
like
Nick.
work.
Yeah, the nicest guy in the world. This dude Nick I used to work with. He was so like.
Was he a cook?
No, he was a waiter. He was just a waiter.
Oh, okay.
Like he
Yeah.
would rarely get stressed about anything. Like
Right.
he just really nothing would piss him off.
Well, you know
until-
you have bad dreams. You know you have nightmares if you're a waiter of not being able to get to a table. I've had before.
those, but no, but
I've had
he's
those too,
but he's
yeah.
chill, and he played Overcooked with my other friend, and he's like, no, it's getting me angry. He's like, when are you getting angry? He's like, I'm just getting pissed because the orders just keep popping. It's like, damn, you're legit getting mad. Like, you're really getting angry.
Did them dirty.
It's like, all right, guess you're not gonna play that game. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think they dumbed it down for the sequel though.
Yeah, yes.
They
See,
definitely
except for
dumbed
that
it
one
down.
stage when you have to move the raft in the corners and shit.
Oh,
we only
yeah.
got 1 star, and we will never get more than that on that
Yeah.
one.
That was a
one-
tough one.
Yeah, but the last stage was easy.
The boss. And
Yeah,
everything,
they
I was
sucked
like,
on the second boss on the last or the second game.
Well, they
boss.
outdid it in the first one.
They didn't
that's
have
why.
really a boss
Right.
in the
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
The first one was way better.
the walking bread.
Yeah,
Walking
they could have been
Bread,
so much
that's
better.
right, yes,
It could have been so much better.
Yes, yes.
Damn.
I'm like, what are they? What's their
Oh.
purpose?
Could have been like a loaf of bread or something. Like crazy.
The walking bread.
Walking bread.
That was fun.
What else? I played also co-op with Turbo 857, who I don't know if he's in the chat or not, but
Not yet.
Wargroove.
Are you still playing Wargroove?
Yeah, Wargroove Double Trouble.
Oh,
we
yeah.
actually finished. What the heck is the name of the battle?
You
Which
finished it in that time? Or you got
Yeah,
paid
you
for
know
it?
what? We because
It
of
was an
what's going
hour.
on in the
Oh, really?
world, because of what was going on in the world, we've been doing the online co-op with using Skype and then recording it.
It's too
and
difficult.
It was a nightmare to edit, and it was also a nightmare like actually filming it because
Yeah.
he had to film it on his side and my. It was just a mess, but it was a breath of fresh air to actually have him physically like couch co-op play the game, and so much so that we demolished that freaking
So it's
battle.
a much
that was,
quicker game.
That
It was
was
1
a
hour,
very
yeah.
quick. Yeah, we did it in like 40 minutes. I
Yeah,
think
it was pretty quick.
The entire battle, and it was awesome. It
I
was
thought
awesome.
it'd be faster.
Oh yeah, no, that's the way to play that game. That we can't do that Skype
Online's rough.
online thing anymore.
Yeah, it's
like it's
annoying.
good if you're gonna enjoy it, but when you're running a channel, you want to make content for people to watch. It's
Yeah.
not fun to watch. We tried streaming it too. It's not fun because you only see one side.
Yeah.
You're making your move and stuff. I don't know what the heck you're doing.
Yeah.
The audience doesn't know what the heck is going on. It's I don't know.
It could be a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not a streaming game.
No, it's
That
not
way.
a streaming game.
Not that way.
No.
Mm-mm.
Although we did have people watching us. I don't know how. I don't know why.
Well, strategy role player fans are hardcore like first person shooter fans.
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
they just love strategy. I love strategy role players. Not all of them, but I do love strategy role players.
Right.
So I mean, if someone's playing Fire Emblem, I'll
Most people just have it in the background
I'll
anyway.
take a peek. You
They just
know,
want to hear the music.
take a peek.
Yo, what you playing right now?
Yeah.
And then they'll play completely different than you. You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, see, then I turn into that person. I turn it off because I'm like,
Backseat
I
gamer.
start, I turn the backseat game. I'm like, that was stupid. Why the fuck would you do that? I'm like, all right, let me turn it off because I'm not, turning into that guy.
2 more games. One I got into my retro, game kick. And
Yeah.
I have this, well, not secret anymore because I'm about to tell you, but I'm trying to collect every Tetris game that's been released in North America. That's my goal. Right now I'm at 15, and I also have a price limit too. I'm not gonna
$500.
Yeah. I'm not going crazy with the pricing, but I played the next Tetris for the Dreamcast and also the PlayStation 1 version.
There was a Tetris on both of those?
There
I
was
never
a
knew that
there's a-
ever.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody out there knows, but Tetris has a world record of the most ported. It's the most ported game of all time. Like, it's been ported to 62 or 63.
That's so hard to believe. It's so boring.
Worldwide.
No, I'm
Oh,
joking.
my
Disrespect.
Cutting his mic. Cutting his mic. No.
Disrespect.
So I've been playing that and really enjoying it, man. There's a lot of it's crazy because that's each iteration of Tetris is so different from the other. It's
Little
weird.
nuances, like how you change and turn.
The
thing.
controls are different. Some of them don't have the holds. Other ones have new. Basically, in the next Tetris, it's like the arcade Tetris. I don't.
That's
know
what
if
it's
you
called,
guys
the next Tetris?
The next
Really?
Tetris, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's always the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
Tetris.
yeah.
Turbo
The Dreamcast.
is in the chat.
Turbo 857.
Hey,
What up?
Turbo
What up?
857. What's good?
Let's see.
And Radical Reggie, of course.
Radical
Hey.
Reggie.
What's up, man?
And of course, he comes in. See, I did this in his chat too, and he was laughing his ass off. I went right to his chat right after this and put in. He was talking about Evil Within. I was like, Evil Within 2. That's not better than Smash Brothers, right? Right, Reggie? And he's like, oh, you got me, man. He always drops it in and leaves that.
He always has something to say about Smash
Yeah,
Bros. Because he
always.
knows it gets me mad.
Always.
But Evil Within 2 is awesome.
But the Dreamcast version of it has online. Which
Oh.
I don't know.
Not anymore.
I don't know.
I just
Yeah,
about
it's
to
not-
say, ain't no.
that
and I'm
server
like,
shut down.
damn,
that
I-
server's done.
I wish I played it when it came out though, and it had because
That's the only time you can get Dreamcast now is online.
Shit.
yeah, right.
Damn.
That's the only difference between that and the PlayStation is that the Dreamcast.
I just always want to hear the music. I
This
just
one
always
has
want to hear
actually-
the. I just want to hear the original music in it all the time. Every one
Speaking
of
of
them.
which,
Yeah.
I actually enjoy the soundtrack to the Tetris, the next Tetris. For,
Yeah? Which is
It's
that?
like a
Which
well,
one's that?
The next one.
it's not well, it's not like the traditional music or whatever, but it's like techno kind of.
Is that the Dreamcast one or the
PS1?
PS1 one? Okay.
Both of them. They have the same soundtrack.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Nice.
As soon as you said not the traditional one, I was like, well, I'm done. If it's not like an iteration of the first song, then it's just no point.
Exactly.
Well, I did enjoy it, but it's not like Tetris 99 where they have, they did an EDM iteration of the original song.
I've heard a lot of remixes of the original
Oh,
song.
man.
Oh, dude,
there's so many.
There's so many.
There's so
I
many.
can actually do it right
No, please
yeah, right.
don't. Please don't. Are you sure?
The last thing I've been playing, I actually got right up to the end. I didn't finish it, but I played Time Crisis 4 for the PS3.
Oh, wow. Oh, you busted that out.
Yeah, man. Light gun games, man. They gotta make a comeback. I missed them so much. I forgot how fun light gun games are, man.
I remember 3
I mean,
was
they're
fun.
they're not games that you're gonna spend like hours playing.
You just run through, bang, 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 and
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and
they're
I-
fun.
I really want to do it like co-op though too.
We need to find a spot for this damn CRT TV.
I know.
I wish we had a spot for it
I
in the
know.
house, and then we could play those
I
games.
know.
Just
I've been
you
playing it
gotta
with the
build a spot,
PlayStation
man.
Move and the.
Where would you put it? It's a big ass TV.
You got to do the 13-inch.
Y'all don't need a
small.
kitchen.
Yeah, we'll,
Yeah, we'll put it on the stove.
We'll just bring the microwave down here. We don't
Yeah.
need a stove no
Dude,
more.
that TV is like
Just get a hot
100
plate. Just get a hot plate.
Just get a hot plate.
That TV is like 100 pounds.
Yeah, no,
It was so heavy to just lift out of the car.
I remember helping you
It
bring
was
it
so
out the car. It
heavy.
was
I don't want to
insane.
touch that thing. It's in the garage. Can we
Yeah.
set it up in the garage
Yeah.
and just leave it in there?
The garage.
I would
needs
like to see
get-
you have room.
Oh,
Ain't no
we can
room.
make
Exactly.
it. It's everything's on top of it.
Man,
We'll
there's
just
so much.
switch it.
There's so much baby
Our
stuff. in
garage
there.
looks like a hoarder's paradise.
It's
It's like
So like every collector game.
well,
I was about to say,
well,
yeah, that's pretty much.
I just need to find a spot for
Climb
that TV.
over
I want to buy a
stuff.
little 13-inch TV just because I don't want to move that TV.
I
and
saw-
I already have that TV.
I saw one on Craigslist and I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. And it's like 100 something. I'm like, do I want to spend $120? I have a bigger, better TV in the garage. But it's
that's
not.
never moving from the garage.
I was gonna think of this. The Frame Meister is $899. I was like, no, I'm not buying it. I'm just picking this TV up. That's how heavy it is. You want to spend $1,000 or pick this TV up? It's terrible.
I'm okay with how it looks with a regular converter. I'm okay.
I was
with
playing.
that. I don't need that pixel accuracy.
I was playing a
or anything.
PS2 through the Elgato. It looks like dirt. It looks so like dark and it's nasty looking. I was like, this is not how it looked.
So what are y'all playing?
That's what I was playing.
Well, you were playing Burnout?
No, I was playing PS2, like some games on it. But it just didn't look right on my TV the way I had it.
No Burnout?
I couldn't. It didn't work.
Oh.
It didn't work. But I tried a few things on there. But as far as what I've been playing on the real systems, well, I mean, it's the real systems.
Damn, he said
The real systems.
It's the real current
systems, you mean?
That's
The-
what I meant.
The
right?
real systems.
Ouch, man.
No more liquor for you.
Considering that it's dark as hell, it's fake until I get it on the real TV.
Cutting you
None of those games are real until I see it the real way. That's what I meant. But
Lies.
But on the new systems, the current systems, I was playing. I don't think I told y'all that I beat Ori, Will of Wisp. I beat that. Game was phenomenal. It was awesome, magical, but there were more glitches in that one than the first one. So
Really?
it kind of threw it
Really?
off a little bit.
What's a
from
glitch?
Glory.
Like what happens?
Oh, game stops.
Oh,
Frozen.
shit.
Like kicked me out of the game completely. Frozen.
Same part or different
No,
parts?
just if I pause and do something quick, like it was not as glorious as the first one. But I mean,
That
it was
sucks.
still a great game.
Okay.
And, I recommend it. I just wish they tweaked it a little more or whatever they're doing, just give it an update.
How long ago has that game been out?
Came out, I think, last September or around, not last September, maybe
September?
around September, October, somewhere around there, maybe November.
So it's been out for quite
But for
some
the
time.
holidays of last year, it came out. Yeah. And I had it on Game Pass. And I know that's why I got it because it's going to run out in September. So it's around that time.
Okay.
But no, I would recommend if I could buy a actual version of it, I would buy it. But
Is that
it was,
good?
Yeah, was
It
great.
looks beautiful.
It's
Looks
great.
like a beautiful game.
It's great. It took a little bit to jump into to get into the groove of is this different than the first?
Yeah.
because it was very similar. But no, there's a lot of stuff in there, and then once you get involved in the music and everything, it's like it's crazy. But after I did that, I know I have a backlog of games out the.
You gotta get to the astral chain, like I keep telling
a
y'all.
lot of
man.
backlog.
I keep
But-
telling y'all,
But
man.
Yeah.
I had to get on Last of Us 2.
Of
because
course, of course.
Oh, well.
I dodged all the spoilers for 2 months, and I actually got to play the game without anything being spoiled.
I thought you were going to say you were going to spoil it right now.
I was
For
gonna say,
everyone-
please don't.
No, actually, Reggie, on his chat, someone brought up Last of Us 2, and he was like, "Oh," and he jumped right into the guy. I was like,
Oh,
no.
Oh, they were saying mad spoilers
He
in
was
this?
talking mad spoilers. Reggie, you were talking mad spoilers.
Shame on you, Reggie.
So I was like, "Oh no, I didn't finish this
No,
yet.
don't spoil
Gotta
it."
go. Gotta go." I was like, gotta go. And he lost like 30 people watching it.
Oh, man, really?
You can't be blurting out stuff like
Yeah,
that,
man.
man.
Spoilers.
But I
man.
mean, he's got all the viewers still. He jumped back later. But it was crazy. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yo, Reggie, spoil it for him.
no, don't spoil it
him.
for me, man. I gotta play
No,
it
no,
still.
spoil it for him. For him.
He already
Yeah,
beat
I'm
it.
Not for me.
Yeah,
not
he
for
beat it.
No, I beat it. I beat the game.
Ah.
So I can jump into everybody's thing and listen to spoilers now. But at the time, I did not.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna tell you what I think of the game. I'm not gonna tell you what the game was.
Yep.
But I think it was awesome. I think the story. A lot of people don't like the story. A lot of people think the story is flawed and they don't like the game because of it, or they didn't play it and they just read it online,
Right.
or
Join
just
the
watched
bandwagon.
somebody and they're just hating because people seem to be hating it. As far as the gameplay in it, amazing. It's a step up of the original.
Okay.
A lot of action, and it's brutal, dude. It's brutal.
Okay.
See, do
There's
you,
nothing more brutal than this game that I played.
But I say, do you feel a certain way when you kill somebody, like
Oh,
like I
dude.
did in part 1? I felt
can
like
shoot-
guilty as hell.
You
and
can
I'm killing
shoot hands off
Nah, man, that's
of
crazy.
people who were shooting at you. Like I shot a dude's hand off. It was behind them. I was like, yo, his hand is over there. And you can shoot body parts. If you shoot with a shotgun, you can blast their whole half a body off.
Oh, man.
Their head can come off.
See,
Or,
now I'm afraid to play
actually,
this because I'm gonna turn into a monster.
If you get caught in the head, or if you shoot somebody in the face, you see the whole like a massive
oh, you can't. No,
hole in their
Really?
face.
I can't play this then. This is gonna turn me into something.
It's
All right.
crazy. But if you're a fan of The Walking Dead and the way they tell stories,
I love The Walking Dead.
and if you understand how those stories can go, you'll understand how this game is, and you'll appreciate this game for what it does.
So I'm probably gonna love it, most likely.
And I can't talk about it at all.
Okay.
but
Well,
Somebody did have a take on it that I did agree with completely.
Okay.
And it was Smash JT. And I thought he was gonna
Shout out to Smash JT.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw the thumbnail for
I
that
thought-
video. I didn't click on it because I didn't want.
I thought he was gonna slaughter the game like a lot of people.
Masterpiece.
But I listened to it and I was like, okay,
He's right.
I agree with everything he said. Everything he said
Wow.
about it, because he caught the nuances of what it was about and what it actually meant. If you don't, and you're just looking at it like, oh, like everything's not black and white.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't just look at it that way.
I gotta finish Red Dead 2, man. I gotta get to this game. I'm caught in such a fuckery
It's
right
funny
now.
'cause
I really am.
Reggie said, "Don't waste your time, Eric. You should just play Smash Brothers." Instead.
Yo, Reggie, I gotta talk to you, Reggie. I'm getting tired of your comments.
Man, come on.
You know
But
what?
I appreciate that game for what it is, and I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk about it.
No,
If everyone finally beats it, I'll talk about it. It'll be great.
The thing is,
Question.
I
I have one question for you though.
What's that?
Is it too soon to ask you this question, or do you like
What,
it
what's
better?
better than 1 and 2?
Yeah. What has a bigger? Or
I
do you
told
have to
you this
wait?
before.
Do you have to wait more?
I told you this before, because the story is so close and so linked with the first one.
Yeah.
It's more of the same storyline.
Okay.
So I can't say.
It's just a continuation, pretty much.
I can say the feel that you get from the first game was so revolutionary that I would probably say the first one is still better because that was a first of its kind.
But if somebody said I like part 2 better, you're not gonna be like, oh, you crazy?
I don't know if you can say you like 2 better because of
All right.
how.
We'll
Because
leave it at that.
that's it.
'Cause I
No,
don't
I'm
wanna
not gonna
spoil
talk
it.
about stories.
No. I don't want anything ruined, first of all.
All right.
And I know he's not gonna ruin
Because
anything
to me,
for
the first one was a masterpiece, and I'm thinking when I found out that they were making a second one, a sequel, I'm thinking to myself, well, how do you top that?
Listen, it's not.
How do you
Listen, I'll
top
tell
that?
you. I put it like this.
All
I'll
right.
put it like this. Aliens is a masterpiece. Some people think Aliens is not better than Alien, and Alien is a masterpiece. They're
Okay.
both masterpieces,
Right.
but depending on how you feel, and I think Aliens is better than Alien, but I'm not gonna say, oh, that sucks because that's not the movie for me. Like those are both great movies,
right.
but you can choose whichever one. They're both done well.
Yeah.
It's not Alien 3, I tell you that. Alien 3 is not that good. So that's not that. It's definitely
Right.
not Alien 3.
Right,
so
right.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So what do you play?
Okay. I'll get through this as quickly as possible. I went back to some first-person shooters. I played Halo 3.
No, I'm joking. I'm just fucking with you. It's the shot, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
It's
guys,
the
you
shot.
guys, you guys see what I put up with, though, right?
Wow, man.
Y'all see this? You
said
guys
first
see
person.
this?
Sorry,
You said
man.
first
Sorry.
person.
So anyway, I was playing. I went back to Halo with this old crew I used to play with back in the day.
Oh, that's right. You told me you were doing
Yeah,
it.
we played for like 3 hours and I streamed it. It was so fun.
What was it?
You
8
play
on 8
together or against each other?
8 on 8. There was 8 of us
Jesus.
against random teams of 8.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah,
Nice.
it was so much fun.
Or was it 200 versus 200? Like,
Nah.
like the new Call of Duty?
No.
Imagine
I'll
us
get to
showing
that.
the people.
I was yeah, Halo was super fun. I'll probably post a clip or two when I get the chance. And I was playing Call of Duty.
Which one? The new?
Did
The
you
new
play?
one.
Did you play campaign or you did like a?
I beat the campaign a while ago. I
Okay.
just jumped into the online recently.
This is the free one.
So fun. Yeah.
Right? Was it Warzone?
Warzone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fun.
I downloaded all like 80 gigs of that. I haven't played it.
Yeah. Dude, it takes up so much space. So much space.
Got to buy
So-
a new hard drive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
no, seriously. If you want to play that game, you better
Play it
empty-
next year.
Empty your hard drive.
Yeah.
And Eric forgot to mention another game he was playing.
Oh,
He was playing Gears 5 with me.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And,
we beat it finally.
Yeah, finally, and not without our issues.
Oh yeah, what was it? The internet connection, right?
Yeah, the internet it dropped off
Yeah.
randomly.
8 minutes in.
And but nah, that's not what I was.
Sorry
talking
about that, guys.
So
Let me
there's a
stop.
part in the game where you get the Hammer of Dawn, and I tell this guy, "Yo, don't shoot it too close to you." 5 seconds later, blows himself up.
Yeah.
Dude. All right.
And then hold on, wait,
Don't
wait,
push
wait,
that red button.
wait, it gets better.
You can't just say that to someone and just not expect them to do exactly that.
It gets better.
Oh no.
So we replay that part.
Okay.
I'm like, dude, watch yourself with the Hammer of Dawn. Blows himself up again.
That's how you play with
Yeah,
that.
you can't give me that much power in a game, man. I'm just gonna abuse it, and be like,
Yeah, we see
and then I'll
that.
kill myself. You
We
can't
definitely see that.
You
yeah.
can't give me that much power, man.
Listen, you're supposed to blow yourself up in enemies at least.
No,
That's what
No
the game
comment.
tells
Not even a
you.
kamikaze.
It
nothing.
was just him.
No, I just kill myself. Yeah, I just kill myself up.
Enemies are looking at you like, what the heck?
Because like they'll be coming in close, and I'm like, oh, they're coming after chalk, but like they're mad close. So I'm like, and then it's like, why would you use the Hammer of Dawn if the guy is right there? Like, no, it makes
Like
no
that's
sense.
why you have another
take him out.
weapon.
Yeah, use your
Melee.
Use
yeah.
a chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
Just saying. But yeah, that's all I'm playing this week.
Pac-Man's in the chat. He wants to know if you're playing Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail. Nah, I
What up,
played.
Pac-Man?
I haven't played Oregon Trail in a long time.
Oregon Trail.
Oregon.
Oregon
Trail.
Oregon Trail.
Jesus, man.
That's such a funny word, man.
Oh, man.
All right.
Wait. The last part of Gears 5, Turbo. What you talking about?
I'm an organ
Man,
donor.
we
I'm
beat
sorry.
that. We beat
Ready?
that. No, not at all.
4.
You're not ready for it?
The news?
The
I
news-
always
news
hope
music?
in the news that someone misspelled something. all
I'm
the
gonna
time.
misspell my words when I talk them.
Yes, please.
When I
do.
talk them?
When I talk them. There goes that shot. There goes that shot. We're doing
Here we
its
go.
Do you
thing.
not talk your words?
Oh dear. Oh
Let's
dear.
begin the news, y'all.
Oh,
She's hitting her second
dear.
bottle.
Yeah.
We see you.
Oh, look at it.
Nothing goes on
Put her on blast. She's like, hold on, let me just pour this real.
Judgment.
She's like, let me pour this real quick. Hold up.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just having some tea.
Yeah, there you go. Let's have some tea. You know,
It
wrong
looks
with
like
some
it.
tea.
Looks like it.
With a little kick.
That's sweet tea.
That's sweet tea.
All right. So on with the news. Marvel's Avengers has been confirmed for next generation consoles,
Yeah, buddy.
which is awesome. I love hearing games that aren't out yet and they're announced for the new console.
They might as well. I mean, it's gonna get close to the release of the new console, so you might as well.
Especially a
sense.
game like Avengers.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because now I'm interested.
You know what's funny?
Well,
I
the
still
only-
don't know how to feel about that game. I still don't know. It looks dope,
But
but
you
I
have to see how it plays.
yeah, I
Chalk is the
don't
only
know.
person here who's actually played the
It's
demo at the.
dope.
dope.
You
It looks
like
it
it?
looks cool.
You
Thor-
played it at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thor plays kind of like Kratos.
Oh,
okay.
dear.
God of War.
Well,
With the throwing
Well,
hammer.
you mean
Oh no, no.
Kratos plays like Thor, you mean.
Stop it.
Kratos plays like Thor.
He definitely played like Thor.
Come on.
I was like, this is a Thor game. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Throwing that hammer. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
you're right. But yeah, like it was funny because I remember I threw my hammer and hit a dude, and he was just stuck against the van until I called the hammer back.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That I think was one of the hooking points for me when I played God of War.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm playing the entire game of this. This game is hilarious. I'm like, this is amazing.
And
That's why I
Captain
couldn't
America?
wait. I couldn't
Yeah.
wait for you to play that.
yeah.
Captain America, this part in the helicarrier, he throws his shield. He hits like multiple people. You feel like you're playing Chris Evans. Yeah,
But it's smooth. It played smooth though.
yeah, it
from
was
when you played.
smooth. Yeah.
Now imagine
Super
that
smooth.
like on the new system.
Oh man. And Hulk was just as destructive as he would as you want him to be.
Did
As
you
you
let
would
anyone else play? Nah.
Did you let anyone?
like,
no,
hell
no,
hell
no,
no.
hell no.
Well, no, that demo that they ran at Comic-Con, you had to use every character.
Oh, you jumped you into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Iron Man was fun, but the flying, I usually invert my controls, and I didn't.
Oh, yeah,
get
it
the
was-
chance to
They
do
didn't
that.
let you do that, or
I
or you
I
have
didn't
time?
think to do it. I didn't even think to do it. I was just like, I'm struggling, but I'm just gonna go through this.
Yo, wouldn't that be
I'm in there.
hilarious if you
Okay.
tried to like contact somebody that worked there? Like, excuse me, can you change the controls to invert them so I
Back
can
of the line.
Get the hell up out of here! You crazy? What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, Square Enix did say that they would include a free upgrade from if you bought the game for this generation. They'll include the free upgrade to the next gen for free,
That's cool.
which is nice.
That's really cool.
A lot of companies are saying that they'll do that for the current games that are coming out,
They should.
Smart.
They should.
and hopefully it's a trend that continues because that is pretty dope.
Yeah, my voice was
And
high
this
there.
economy
right?
is.
They should.
You're interested.
They
It's
should.
fine. You're showing an interest.
Yeah, right. No, that's cool, man. Because the world economy right now is hurting. So it's like,
So that means you could buy you could buy it for now,
yeah,
and then see what they do and improve it, and then maybe play it over.
yeah.
But I mean, like I said, I still want to know how it works. Like, is it how the online works with multiplayer and all that stuff? And hopefully it's a good game because from what I see, and now that it's gonna improve on those visuals, I'm anticipating this thing.
It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
So
it-
far, so good.
It looks like the multiplayer is going to be insane. Because
Oh,
I
dear.
remember I saw, I saw they had something on YouTube the other day, and I saw like Thor throwing lightning bolts, and Iron Man was flying around him to go shoot somebody.
Oh
else.
no, I saw a
I'm
brief
like-
clip. I stopped looking though. I
I
stopped
just
looking for
started
many reasons.
drooling. I'm
For
just
many
like-
reasons, I stopped looking. I'm
Like this is going to give me my Avengers fix for years to come.
Well, they said, what was it? They said they'll have cross-gen support also. So,
oh dang.
so people who are playing PS4 can play with the PS5 players, and the people who have it for Xbox can play it with Series X players.
That's big.
That's pretty
So-
huge. That's pretty huge.
They didn't cross systems yet on that version,
Yeah.
but we'll see how that works later.
That's
huge.
always good.
But yeah, so even if you have friends who have the new one and the old one, and you have the new one, you can still play with them.
That's dope.
That's
That's
always
pretty
good.
dope. And they said that the new one will take full advantage of the high-speed SSD and the DualSense controller. So, and the immersive spatial audio.
Spatial audio?
Spatial audio? Spatula audio?
I was like, what's that? I was like, what's spatula?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about
I like that.
spatula audio?
I have different headphones than you. Spatial.
Yo, he said spatula.
Yeah, and he was so sure of himself too.
The way you said that.
I know.
Spatula. What the hell are you talking about?
Spatual.
I can't.
You know when you don't know how to read something?
You've
so
been
you
saying it
You
wrong.
just like mumble it. You're just like.
You've been saying it wrong for the whole time. All right.
Yo, that
Spatial
took me so off
audio?
guard.
Spatial's with a C. All right. This is a different word.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. Well, it's gonna have audio. It's gonna have 3D audio. Okay. 3D audio. And they said it's coming out for PC and Stadia also, which is interesting. We'll see how that works out.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
Well, no, we got to see what Lucy thinks about
Yeah.
it.
No, I'm talking about move on from spatial.
No, we don't want to move on from that. No, that's the topic now.
Yeah.
So what do you think about
spatial?
this game, Lucy?
I actually was really excited to see Kamala Khan was in it, and I was hoping they would have Ironheart instead of Iron Man, and have some like young ladies in. But I'm like, come on, Iron Man's dead. Like we all went through that. We got over it. Like, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's been months, right? It's okay to spoil.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the damn
Yeah, if you
movie
haven't
by
seen
now,
Endgame,
shame on you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think the whole world has seen that anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
to. Come on.
But yes, I was hoping for a bit of a fresh take.
Mm.
But not to say that I'm not super excited for it. It's just like a bit like, oh, it would have been nice to see, some other characters rather than just the same ones again.
Oh, you know they're gonna bank on the movie versions.
Yeah.
And
But
they're
even though they're not the
I
movie
know.
versions,
Yeah.
And they're gonna add more
Also-
characters to it.
Yeah.
they are.
Yeah, they're gonna have DLC.
So they might add those characters you want.
They
And
might add them.
that DLC is free, I believe, and I think
Oh, that's cool.
you would have to pay for costumes, but the DLC characters and storylines are free,
Okay.
That's cool.
from what I understand.
That's cool.
Well, apparently it's due out September 4th, so we'll see.
That's really soon, man.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see what this game's about because I know the co-op is all online co-op.
Mhm.
I know that. But I mean, if the experience is like crazy fun,
It's gonna be.
I can
fire,
get I
bro.
can get down on that.
It's gonna be fire.
I can get down on
Yeah,
that.
It looks
it's on
good.
lockdown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get worse, so it's
Yeah.
like screw it. I better get used to it.
Yeah. These are the times, man.
If you don't like online, you better
Yeah,
get on that bandwagon now.
Better start liking it.
Yeah, they said September, and that's close. So yeah, probably still gonna be on lockdown.
That'll
in
probably
some
be
places.
around the time they start shutting these bars down again over here.
You know what?
Oh no, it's coming way sooner than that. Enjoy it while you can.
Just as a joke, we got to do couch co-op in like hazmat suits. And
And you know how much a hazmat suit costs? You better
Oh, let's just
give
make
me a
our own.
rain
Just
jacket,
make our
a
own.
raincoat. Give me a raincoat.
Raincoat.
Raincoat and a face shield.
Hell yeah.
Shields with a raincoat.
Nah, just a mask and a raincoat.
Oh, yeah,
That's
okay.
my hazmat
Home
suit.
hazmat.
Yeah.
I'll get two. I'll wear them both ways.
DIY.
And they cut little like eye holes in the hood.
We all have
Ghetto
our own.
ass ghetto ghost.
Ghetto
Ghetto
ghost.
hazmat ghost.
We'll be
Wow.
ghetto ghosts.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've been derailed.
Yeah, that's the end of that.
Oh man.
Okay. Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon 2 has a world premiere trailer.
Yeah.
Which means that there's a game that's been announced,
Yes.
Yes.
and it's a sequel to Curse of the Moon 1.
That is correct.
yes.
This is all common knowledge.
Yes.
Makes sense. Sounds legit.
But, I mean, it was a surprise because, it was a Kickstarter game. Bloodstained, the original, was a Kickstarter game. And one of the extra perks was Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, the 8-bit version, basically like Castlevania.
Yep.
And I have both. I love both.
You play through the 8-bit one?
Yeah, I played through Curse of the Moon.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I beat that.
Dope.
It was good. It wasn't an extra long game. It was simple, but it was a dope. It was a
good.
dope take on Castlevania. Like
Okay.
if you like Castlevania 3.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect there to be a sequel to that announced. I wasn't really expecting a sequel to Bloodstained being announced. But, it was highly successful.
Yeah.
And they made their money. And obviously they made more money to just start Curse of the Moon 2.
That's pretty dope.
Right
though.
after.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen from the trailer, if you like Castlevania,
Yeah, you
the
get it.
originals,
Yeah.
the original,
the original.
then you will love this game because they have enhanced everything about it.
It's like
And
8 characters.
yeah, there's extra characters, and they've also added co-op.
Co-op. I'll be getting down on this one
A
finally.
I gotta
two-player,
play the first one.
Castlevania.
That's dope.
Who would have thought that you see it from like the second iteration of a side story of something like what?
Yeah. And you know what? That's very encouraging because it's like, all right, if they're doing it for the 8-bit one, hopefully they get a sequel for the Bloodstained, the regular Bloodstained, and hopefully they can make that co-op as well.
I would
really
expect. I would expect to hear a sequel for Bloodstained, the original game, like soon.
before the end of the year, obviously.
Soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they would still want to work on something like
I
that.
still gotta play that though.
It was great.
Yeah, I gotta
It
play
was
that.
a
Same
great.
here, man.
It was one of the greater Kickstarters that I played. That was a dope game.
Backlog is serious.
Well, same thing with Wargroove is a Kickstarter that was a spiritual successor to
Oh, yeah, that was a
Advance
Kickstarter.
Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that
they
was a
added
Kickstarter.
co-op.
And then once you get once it's successful, they're
But-
always willing to add stuff to it.
They added co-op to it, and,
Yeah.
and it's like, like
They
I
all
like it
figure it
better
out.
than Advance Wars.
They
All else
figure it out.
fails, add co-op.
Yeah.
Always add co-op. That's the
It's-
answer.
It just
I
blows
love
my mind,
co-op.
man. It's awesome.
Well, another thing that they announced during that was the release date of it, and they said it's out July 10th, literally a week
That's like
away.
tomorrow.
That's like
tomorrow.
It's like literally
Yeah, yeah.
just over a week away.
That's so
And I'm
soon.
like, I love announcements
Yeah.
when the game is right here,
I know that is very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
and you don't have to wait 4 years.
Yeah.
Metroid, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait
Halo.
4 years
Metroid.
for
You see a
them.
trailer and you're like, when is it coming out? Next year? What?
In
Exactly.
3 years.
So companies keep that up. Announce it when you have a concrete title ready for us. I'll take a year. You can do it like within the year would be nice.
I don't know.
within the year would be nice. Within a month would be great.
Co-op.
I
though.
would
It's
take.
gotta be co-op.
I would take a couple, like maybe 3 months. I'll take.
That's
max.
fine. Gives you
So-
time with
3
the
months.
8-bit one for a bit. You can-
To build up hype and everything.
Yeah,
like that.
that's fine. Take
Yeah.
your time.
'Cause you're
Man,
gonna forget
I-
about it.
I have a backlog, so take your time.
You're gonna
Please.
forget after a year. You're gonna forget.
Please.
All I
take your
know
time.
is July 10th. I'm gonna have to buy this one and get it over with because it'll probably be quick.
Yeah,
It'll probably
no,
be
it's not
quick.
gonna be a long game.
No.
It's not a long game.
But I'm just shocked that they did something so fast right
It's
after
awesome.
the other one,
I'm
and it
happy
looks
about
as
it.
good as it does.
Well, I don't think it takes that long to program something.
Apparently
like
not.
An 8-bit.
Apparently not.
8-bit?
Yeah.
An 8-bit
Get a,
But
get a
it
team
looks
on
like
that. You can knock that out
The
in 2
stuff they
months.
added though that you see in the trailer it looks
Yeah.
like beyond stuff you see in a regular 8-bit game. So
Oh,
it looks
I
pretty
mean,
dope.
There's
Well, what's
so many
what's the size of
characters.
the team that's developing this? Like what?
If it was one person, they're just very talented.
Yeah, you
I
imagine
doubt
if
it.
that was one
I doubt
person.
it.
He's just like,
One person, yeah.
No, I
here's the
don't.
design. Here's this.
I gotta make music. I gotta do it.
I don't have a life. He loses his
I
mind.
have so many ideas.
Quarantine.
His wife is like, you haven't. Oh, yo, you spilled the beer on the laptop.
I just spilled my beer on the
At
laptop.
least it's your laptop.
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah,
it's yours.
thanks. Yeah, it's my laptop.
Wait,
of
wait.
course.
I was about to save the day. I'm gonna save
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, somebody
got it.
save
I
you.
You got it? You got
So
it?
if we lose connection here,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
because
If we just
Algie,
suddenly go offline,
it's because Algie dropped beer on
Yes.
the computer.
I spilled beer on the laptop,
He's like, he
and
said,
it sucks because
he
I
said,
can't.
you look thirsty, laptop. Here you go.
and I can't touch
Yo,
the
it's
buttons because
so
I don't want to like
Now you good.
cut the.
Actually,
Okay.
that's a pretty good job. That's
We're
a damn good laptop. Look at that. Looks like nothing even ever happened.
Oh man, water damage.
At least you did it, because if I did it, you would have like, oh my god.
Oh, he would have set you on
ruined
fire.
my
Oh, yeah, I would've
computer.
killed you.
No, this thing has to be like dead, so it's gonna die soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Look at it, it's still in
Well,
there.
I got a warranty.
good, you're
I'm under warranty.
It's
It's
good.
good.
You better flip this thing upside down.
You good.
I'm under
So-
warranty.
You good.
So
Just put the
Lucy,
price on there.
have you played Bloodstained at all?
I have not.
You have not played it. Okay.
I
haven't played it either.
don't play many games, and when I do, I pick them very carefully. And I tend to go for more chill games,
Oh, this
or
is
like
very chill.
things that don't like I can just pick up, like, and don't have to remember things. Yeah.
No, you're better off, to be honest. I mean,
Yeah.
especially if your time is very hard to come by.
Well, now if you got somebody to play with, you can play this one co-op. And it's very
Yeah.
quick and it's easy to pick up. If you play,
Well,
if you
thank
play
you for
casual.
assuming I have friends.
Well, I don't know.
That was a joke.
It's couch co-op.
You know,
That
that's a
is
common
problem
theme on
sometimes.
our podcast. Everyone always says, "I ain't got no friends." Like, what?
Well, if you're really busy, it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
Where are your
It's kind of
friends?
hard.
Yeah.
That's why nobody knows and cares about couch co-op. They're like,
Yeah.
who am I gonna play couch co-op
What is
with?
couch co-op? What couch? Who's my couch?
Not mine. I don't even have a couch.
I don't have a couch.
I play from my bed.
I don't
I
want to
have
spend
a
my house.
chair.
Futon.
Futon co-op.
My bed changed into a futon. That's the co-op.
Futon co-op.
That's never been said. I don't think.
That sounds kind of dirty though. But, like,
Yeah, right. Futon co-op.
That doesn't something wrong. Something's wrong with that. That just doesn't
It's
sound
like
right.
Netflix and chill. It's
Yeah,
like-
yeah. No, seriously, it's like a trap. It's like a trap.
Wait a
Are you
minute.
trying to get on this futon
You
co-op
want
later?
this futon co-op?
But
You wanna play
with some vibes.
I'm gonna play some futon co-op.
You want that futon
No, it's
co-op?
totally chill. It's fine.
Like,
Just playing the game.
I'm
We're just
not-
playing the game.
I don't feel comfortable. You don't have a couch now. I got a futon. Oh,
Come on, have a seat. Have a seat. No.
and you're like, you pat it.
Yeah,
Have a seat right next to me. Wait,
Oh, that's super creepy.
Wow.
How did Bloodstained get to this?
Yeah, I don't know, man. We got derailed. This is
I
the
don't know,
alcohol
but-
talk.
You have bloodstains on your futon and something went wrong.
Epic.
Jesus Christ.
Let's move on.
Epic, epic dilemma.
On to the next one.
I like how we just butcher every news topic we have. That's
That's what we
straight up
do.
butchering.
That's
yeah.
what we do.
Straight up
All right.
killing it.
Tokyo Game Show 2020 will hold a digital event this September. And of course it's digital because you can't
Yeah.
go. We know they canceled
Oh, yeah.
it and it has to be digital.
Mm.
As all events for the current the time being. It's less money, it's easier to do, and it's like
You ain't got no
a Nintendo-
choice.
It's like a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, you ain't
It's
got
like,
no
a,
choice.
it's like an E3.
Well, Apple did it
In your house.
recently. They did one that was digital, and they did some cool. It was very cool. They did transitions. They did like a whole bunch of drone stuff,
That's
and it was pretty dope.
That's
and if you
cool.
put the right amount of like design into it, the stuff can be actually pretty entertaining to watch. So we'll see if they do it. And I mean, I've never actually watched the Tokyo Game Show. I mean, I've seen stuff online like this is from the Tokyo Game Show. This is
Well,
a
it
trailer
has to
from
be.
there.
It's
Trailer
got to
from
be
there.
translated. That's why.
Obviously, yeah, but I've never watched like their show,
Right.
like presentation on stage.
Mm.
What's going on, chat? But yeah, their presentation on stage I've never watched. So we'll see how this works digitally. I know they said they're gonna have a ton of games,
Good.
a ton of demos, a ton of trailers. So hopefully we can like live vicariously through the internet, and maybe this will be even better than their actual presentation would have been.
I'm looking for something to get hyped for, man.
Yeah,
I'm-
man.
I mean, there's been some stuff that's been, cool,
Mhm.
but I'm looking for that moment to be like hype. I want to get really, really hype about something. So hopefully they have some pretty dope announcements.
Lucid, they're asking if you're tiny or is your mug is really huge.
It's funny. I kept looking at the mug is like there's something that it's just massive.
So this, right? This is a like 500 milliliter bottle, so like it's a pint.
All right.
Okay.
And this is like it feels like half of it, so it's a really big mug.
Oh, but I say you can like legit knock somebody
Yeah,
out with that
lit.
damn mug.
Wow.
Tell them you're like 3 feet and like the mug
Yeah,
is gigantic. I want that story.
She's like, I have these tiny hands. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm 3 feet tall.
A screenshot of that will make you look super tight.
Oh, it'd be hilarious.
I
but
should have just put like other things that just make me look really small.
Oh my god, that would have been.
Everything
funny.
will be massive. Like,
Yes.
how tall is she?
Lower your chair. And pretend to climb up.
Remember that one podcast we had? I don't know if it was you or Turbo, but one of y'all looked so tiny. I'm
it
like,
was probably me.
I think it was you because you were in the middle.
In the middle.
And me and
Yes,
Chalk
yes,
are closest to the camera, and we look, like we're tall people. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you look? You're the tallest out of all of us, and you
Yeah.
look like you were like 5'2". I'm like, why are you so
And
tiny?
And he was sitting next to me. I make people look tiny. It's just what it is.
Is it? What's wrong with being 5'2"?
It was a perspective thing.
Yeah,
It was just
it's all
'cause
about-
you
it's
guys
cam-
were
camera
close-
tricks, man,
You guys
camera
were
tricks.
closer to the camera. The way we're.
my shoulders look extra tiny. And
You're like, hey
small.
guys, let's
And
talk
then-
about this.
I'm hidden behind the
You're
computer.
taller than all of us, but you're like.
Hidden behind the computer and everything. It's crazy.
And your chair's lower.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, your chair was low.
Listen, I'm just gonna stand next to y'all and be like, all right, now
Enough
what?
of this.
Now what?
Like,
But back to Tokyo Game Show. We went way off.
yeah,
So-
of course, of course.
How do we
But
get here?
for the most part, stuff that they announced at Tokyo Game Show, obviously very Japanese
Yeah.
because it's Tokyo's game show.
Yes.
But most of those games are going to be like anime games and RPG, JRPG games and stuff like that. And I haven't seen many in a long while. I haven't seen any Japanese like really weird, quirky games. So I'm hoping that now that they had the freedom to do whatever they want, basically, I want to see more weird Japanese
Some
games,
crazy shit.
like Mr. Mosquito and stuff
Can't
like
say
that.
You can't say you want to see more weird Japanese games on the internet. Just don't.
No, I want to see more.
He loves those type of games. That's right up your alley, man. That's,
Well, I
that's
haven't seen because it used to be like I would go to an import store and be like, what is this? And you'd be like, I have no idea what this is.
Yeah.
So now a lot of games are very similar to each other, and I'm like, you don't hit that quirk mode. I don't know what that is. Is this a penguin action game? Like, what is this? Like, they don't have
You know
any
what,
of
though?
those anymore.
I feel I understand exactly how you feel, but
I miss that.
I don't feel like that for quirky Japanese games.
Indie titles is a
Yeah.
good trade off.
Well, that's
Yeah,
how I
yeah,
feel
yeah. I was thinking the
nowadays.
same
thing.
I feel like that for
that
indie
takes
titles.
that fills the void.
Like what was it? Infinity.
Yes.
Remember that?
That fills a void.
That
That's
that game.
That's
if you-
something.
There's a free demo for anybody who's interested.
That's
Try it.
something.
Just play the demo, and
That's
yeah,
all you gotta
and-
say.
and that's it. Just
That's all
play
you
the
gotta
demo.
say. That's-
I don't even want to say anything else.
Yeah, that game is something.
Just you don't even have to drink.
Well, that
You're gonna feel like,
no,
Wow,
it does.
this
It makes you feel like you're on something.
oh my goodness, what am I on?
you don't
What is
even have to
happening?
drink.
You don't even have to drink.
You can be sober, and this
Yeah.
is what it feels
You
like.
can be sober.
To a person who's never drunk, give them that game. This is what you're missing out.
You're gonna be like, I don't know if I should drive right now because I'm not feeling.
What's the game called?
Infinity.
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 It's like
it's
infinite, but they forgot the rest.
They forgot the T and the E.
Infinity. Oh, it's a trippy.
Well, watch the
game.
trailer at least, and the trailer will be like, "What? What's?"
You don't know. You're not
What?
gonna get it from the trailer. You have
Yeah.
to play the demo.
Just
Play the
there's no
demo.
way I can explain the game to anybody.
Just play the demo.
I can't explain it. Just play
the
it.
demo. It's
It's a puzzle game. It's weird,
It's an amazing demo. It's
but
really
that takes
good.
the place of what I expected out of some Japanese games.
Yeah.
Not to say that all of them are good, but like I said, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Like when you play, what was the game where you're, what is it, EDF? It was when you fight the insects and the aliens, and like they come in swarms,
Oh,
and they keep yelling EDF or something like that.
oh, no,
Earth Defense Force.
Earth
Oh, yeah,
Defense
yeah,
That's what
Force.
it is.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
like
yes,
those types of games.
That was cool. I like
They're
that
very
game.
cool. Those are
Yeah.
cool types of weird
Yeah.
games that just throw weird stuff at you. So I want more of that. But those are like it was like a budget title. But
Yeah,
they
those
added. It did give money though. They got mad dope
They
for that game.
made mad sequels.
yes.
They made sequels.
Yeah,
It sell. It
sequels.
did sell.
But I want to see one of those for like the PS5. I want to see what they do.
I don't know, man.
I want to see what they do with the graphic power. But I want to see giant ants.
No, I don't.
Not
don't
in
know,
Matrix. Not in the Matrix, because that was bad.
You lost me now, man.
The giant ants in the Matrix made the
You're
game
lost.
bad, but the giant ants in Earth Defense Force was dope.
I don't know if I want to see that with
Yeah,
the graphics.
Oh,
Yeah, with
There's a
updated
lot of
graphics.
things. As graphics get better, there's a lot of things I don't want to see
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't want
As
to
long as they don't throw-
see
Yeah.
giant insects.
As long as they don't throw
Yeah.
spiders in
City,
it.
like,
As
I
long as they
don't
don't throw spiders, I'm good.
Like Resident Evil's really pushing me right now. It's
You
really.
think they'll come out with another Resident Evil remake?
I don't like insects in real life.
Could you
Why would I
imagine?
like it in the game?
Yeah, you're like I don't
I'd
need
be
the shit like
pissed.
that,
That
man.
would be,
Resident Evil Remake 4.
no, that would be
It's part 1 4 times.
no,
Yeah.
that's worse than a 3-generation GTA 5.
Yeah.
I'm
Second
actually
on that,
waiting
yeah.
to play that too. No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, you are definitely not.
I do want to see the enhancements though to see what they do, but it's not gonna be.
I ain't
what
playing
think.
it. I already played it.
They better make them look like Legos. I want to see something different. I want to see something different this time. All right, so
Legos.
hopefully Tokyo Game Show will be dope, and I'm looking forward to some new games that they have.
What?
So, are you anticipating anything from Japan right now, from the Tokyo Game Show coming up? Or has it done anything special for you? Have you ever watched the Tokyo Game Show and been like,
Do you
That's
care
dope.
at all?
He said, "Do you care at all?"
because without E3, because without E3, this is like all we got.
It's true. It is true.
See, I think it's awesome that now that you can like watch things online because like even if it's nothing for you, like you not spend money to go to Tokyo, and realize there's nothing there
Yes,
for you.
yes.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
just watch online and just be in your house.
Yeah.
Yes, you definitely save money on the trip.
Or you'll just get
Well,
the
this-
notification like, hey, this event happened. Oh, they announced what? Oh, that's
Right.
cool. You know,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
that's all right. Yeah, I can mess with that.
Right.
Other than that, I don't care. That's cool.
Well,
this-
they'll be like, this is Devil May Cry. Okay, that's it.
Yeah. It's like you
That's all.
wait for something to get your brain like, oh, that's dope. Okay, I'm done.
Like,
Then you just move on.
It's like
Devil
new
May
Mega Man
Cry
Bionic
6.
Commando crossover or something.
Oh, hey, I like where your head's at.
And it's like, where's my flight? Oh.
But that'll be it. You don't have to fly to these places. They don't have to ship
Yeah.
you over there. Like I said, they're saving
However-
a lot of money.
Yeah, it's true.
However, we were going to go before everything happened. We were supposed to go to E3 this year.
Don't remind me.
I would have been broke, so I'm kind of happy. I would have been broke as hell.
I would have been in some trouble.
We would have had no money.
But
I would have been in some
That
trouble.
would have been the
it would
COVID
have
check right
happened,
there.
though,
Yeah, I'm like,
That would have been the whole check.
Yeah, I was gonna go, and for me, it would have been the first time in the US, so that would have been
oh really?
interesting. Mm.
Oh,
So we would have
The
ran
only
into each
other
other.
time across the Atlantic was to go to Canada for MIGS,
Okay.
like another games thing.
Mhm.
I've never been to the US, so that would have been an opportunity, but
Didn't happen.
shame.
that damn
It's
COVID.
it's a big disappointment for a lot of people who wanted to
Yeah.
actually go at least for the first time.
So many
Right.
things have been canceled because of it. It sucks.
And little did they know that last year would have been the last time.
Yeah.
So even for the Tokyo Game Show, like if you were to attend it, that might have been the last time.
yeah.
So hopefully we can find out how to virtually go to this, and maybe be good, but maybe not.
Lucy,
I mean,
Not much faith.
yeah.
Lucy, how many mugs out of 5 would you give Tokyo Game Show? Question from the chat.
That's awesome.
One force mug.
One giant
force
force mug.
I
That's like a
respect it.
5.
Okay.
That's like a 5 out of 5 right
yeah,
there.
that's 5 right
Yeah.
there.
That's like a 5.
Oh, man.
The
on
mug
to
is
the-
going viral. The
on to
mug
the
is going
next one.
viral.
On to the next news.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on. All right. The Last of Us Part 2 sold over 4 million copies in the
Jesus.
first 3 days.
That's insane.
That's
In
a
the
lot.
first
That's
3 days.
insane.
Yes.
I didn't know it was the first 3 days.
I didn't know
That's
it was
insane.
the first 3 days.
That's a lot of money.
So,
That's crazy.
as much as they thought that this leak would have hurt their sales, and as much as I thought it would hurt their sales,
I'm glad it didn't.
little did they know that this would be the #1 selling PlayStation 4 title, first-party title, that has been released in such a short time. It's the #1.
Is it the
It
highest
beat-
selling, like,
Yeah.
period?
It beat
all
Spider-Man,
time.
and
Of all
it beat
God of War.
and it beat God of War. Beat
no,
both.
no, I don't like them.
In 3 days.
So, wait, it topped those sales in 3 days.
Yes.
That's
3 days.
crazy.
Not full sale, like in 3 day sale. It's the top, it's
Oh,
the fastest selling
within
in
3
that
days.
amount of time.
It's not at the full sales.
No, no,
yet.
no, no.
Oh, okay. I'm like, that's insane.
It's the fastest, it's the
It's-
fastest selling at that amount of time.
It goes to show that
At
you know,
$60.
any news, even if it's bad news, is good news.
It's
publicity.
news. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it didn't hurt. Like everyone who read it is like, maybe I'll try it just because I heard so much about it being
Right.
good or being bad.
Right.
I want to play it myself.
Right.
And you know, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt it at all.
I'm glad
No.
because that pissed me off that something leaked about the game.
Well,
And obviously I didn't read it. Thank God.
I didn't read any
of
I'm,
it
I'm
also.
dodging that shit left
How
and
do
right.
we all dodge it?
Yeah.
'Cause everyone's like, how could you dodge it?
You know what it is? Because I'll tell you exactly. This is what
Every
happens.
picture.
This is what it is.
You
Because
go
I will,
past it.
because I'll go on YouTube and check what I check, and someone will say "Last of Us." As soon as I see the
Yep.
word "last," scroll. As soon as I see either Ellie or Joel in the thumbnail, nope, scroll.
right.
Nope, not reading anything. I just
Yep.
blank out. I don't care. I'm not.
Even if you're not dropping spoilers.
Yep, I'm
like
not-
now, I wouldn't blame
Same,
somebody. I wouldn't blame
Not
somebody
looking.
for seeing this news come up and be like, nope, not listening.
Yeah,
to this
yeah,
part.
yeah.
Because you don't know who's gonna drop
I'm
something
not
by
doing it.
mistake.
We
And
just
you might
lost a
not
bunch
even
of
mean to.
Yeah.
You might not even mean to be like, oh yeah, the spoilers,
Yeah,
spoilers,
yeah.
spoilers.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't know about them. I didn't hear about them. Somehow I skipped past them the whole
Right.
time.
Yeah.
Right.
And I still won't talk about them.
Yep. No.
Good.
Yeah. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I will dodge that shit left and right. Nope. You say as
Actually-
soon as I hear the word "last," nope.
It's funny when you
You'd be like
mention-
Last Odyssey, man.
Yeah. I'm
Bad
like,
publicity for Last Odyssey.
I'm like, Last Odyssey, is that a chapter in Last of Us 2? No, I don't want to talk about it.
You mentioned Sticks. You mentioned that you saw the you watched the video of Smash JT's review. Of
Only
Last
after I
of Us.
beat it.
After
Only
you-
after I
after
beat
you
it.
beat it.
I would not
Well,
have listened to that.
I saw the thumbnail. I
Yeah.
didn't click on it, but I
You
saw
knew
the
not to click
thumbnail
it.
in the channel. I'm like, but I just saw the thumbnail itself, and it just said masterpiece, and I was like, oh, okay.
And he liked it. Yeah.
Okay.
But most people listen.
So,
a lot
Even
of
if
people
it
did
says
say
spoiler free, I won't. I still won't. Click
No,
it. I won't click it still.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
a lot of
I don't want to know
people-
anything.
I
Yeah,
saw after I beat it, I watched some stuff, and I saw a lot of people who talked about it and then said, "Okay, this part is going to include spoilers." So they talked after they said
Yeah.
spoilers.
Most
They
people have
said,
been respectful. Most people.
leave it now if you don't want to hear the spoilers.
Mm.
But even what you call it, Video Game Donkey.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, he's gonna shit all over this. But I didn't watch it because I didn't want to hear anything he had to say
Right.
Yeah.
until after
Until
I
you
beat
played it, yeah.
And
watch
it
it
was
after?
actually pretty dope.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
But
Okay.
I don't watch it until after you beat it though.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
It's one
I'm
of those things where all those negative reviews, I feel like, even,
Oh,
though
there's some still.
even though I didn't read it because I didn't want it spoiled at all, but
Reggie
I
didn't like
feel
Really?
like a lot of it was just like a hate bandwagon. Like,
Reggie was part of that. He didn't
Oh,
like
yeah?
it. He didn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
No?
Nah,
Hey,
he didn't
man.
like it.
Oh.
Some people didn't like
Hey,
it.
it's
But
not for
to
everybody.
each your own. you know?
Different strokes for different folks.
You can
know?
dislike it. You can like it.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me.
he also didn't like God of War.
Whoa.
No?
He didn't
Ah,
like
come
God of
on.
War. He's not a fan of
We're
God
no
of War.
longer friends.
All right.
Damn.
We're gonna have Reggie on a
Yeah.
fourth time and talk about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
we're gonna have to-
topic.
we're gonna have to
No,
talk
you don't
about
That's
that.
the topic.
He just could. He said he couldn't get into it. He's like, I just can't.
We gotta
tried, I
hash
just
this
can't."
out. We gotta hash this out next time he's on. The
Yeah,
show.
we're gonna have a list
There's
of
a little
titles.
beef now.
We got a list of
He's
titles
gonna
we
be
gotta
like,
talk
he's
about.
gonna be like Smash Brothers. Why you guys like that?
I'm like, hold on.
Wait, wait.
Cut his mic when he explains himself. Every time he explains himself, just cut his mic.
Oh man.
so messed up.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate people who don't blurt out spoilers
Yeah.
in chats. no. What could happen in any chat. But
Don't read the chat.
no, there's none. He said he retracted. He
Yeah,
said he
he
Oh,
retracted.
I thought it was
We're
in
good.
our chat. I was like, what?
That's why I'm not even looking in there.
No.
I'm like this.
And Borderline said he retracted.
Yeah.
But yes. Have you heard, Lucy? Have you heard about the spoilers and your take on spoilers in general?
I thought you were gonna say
Oh,
we
yeah, of
had
course
a
you heard
blast.
Have you ever heard of Last of Us?
But I know you probably didn't get a chance to play it. So, what's your take on spoilers in games in general?
I'm a bit of a special case. Because I don't have time to play games. I don't mind spoilers. And to be honest, I'm really weird. I just ask for all the spoilers in advance.
Really?
I know people
Really?
like
Me
that.
too.
I know people
Me
like that.
So
too.
you wanna
I
know
people like
everything.
that.
I want to know what I'm in
Yep.
for.
Yeah.
I want to know.
You know what's funny? I have a coworker exactly like that. That
But
just
I don't think, as good as the game looks, I don't think I'm gonna play it.
So
Because
brutal.
A, time, and B, it's a bit too stressful for me. Not good sense. Like, so, but I definitely want to watch it. Like, watch gameplays of it.
okay.
It's brutal.
But since it came out, all I've seen is devs on Twitter raging about the rope and like the physics of the rope and losing
I-
their shit.
I did get caught.
Like, so it's just
I got stuck in a wall.
all game devs have been talking about. Sorry.
Oh dear.
Oh no, yeah, I climbed down a rope once and got stuck in the wall. I had to reset the game.
You got stuck in a wall.
A
What?
wall. Yeah, I said, "Oh my gosh, what the hell happened?" And it was just
just climbed-
Jericho hair constantly. I was stuck in Chris Jericho hair in wrestling. It just was just clipping everywhere. I was like, "How am I stuck in the wall?" I just did this whole part, and I just wanted to climb down,
So it was
and
a
I'm
glitch.
stuck in the
And you
wall.
just start the whole shit over?
I had to reset from the checkpoint. It was like a minute, but whatever.
Okay.
It wasn't bad, but that was stupid.
Yeah.
And that's the only glitch in the game.
Just once.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that was dumb as hell. It's
that's
like
a-
that's why they're probably complaining about the rope because there's stuff. It's messed up.
No, thing is, it was not complaining. It was just like because like you can wrap it
Oh, they
around
liked it?
things, and like technically that's the thing to do, right? Like
Yeah.
in games, like to just have that in the game.
You can throw a rope. Yeah.
And people are like, how did they do this? How does the rope work? This is the rope getting wrapped around things and like trying to pull it. Even I was impressed, and I don't know anything. I just draw things. Oh,
Apparently, they didn't polish the rope physics enough.
really?
But no, what you can do with it is pretty dope. You can like throw it over stuff
Okay.
and then climb. Like you've never seen that in the game. So as a developer,
insane. Oh, isn't that crazy? Like that you could do that in a game.
Rope
like,
physics.
like it doesn't feel like much, but the physics I have to go behind that is just.
oh yeah,
nuts.
and now it's probably you can
Sorry,
probably get caught.
I'm going like proper like game dev
That's
here.
fine. You could probably get caught in a tornado now and climb the rope while you're getting pulled around stuff.
Yeah.
That would probably be crazy.
Jesus,
Just
man.
wait till PS5, man. I'm telling you.
Jesus.
wait until what you call it? What's the game with the tornadoes and stuff in it?
Just cause.
Just cause. Wait until the next one. 'Cause you know they'll do it in that.
Man, I'm telling you, some stuff is just overwhelming to me. I don't look forward to any of it. Like, I really don't. Especially when it comes to like Resident Evil and like these last it's starting to make me sick. Like it really is. Like if I'm like
I am excited.
like it's
I'm the
I
I'm the
feel
opposite. I'm like that with sound effects.
Oh, it's nasty. Yeah.
Like I'm visually.
oh,
can
combine
see,
the two.
yeah.
I can't deal.
I'm
I
like
can't deal.
I'm like
Dude, I found myself. I shot people's face off, and I found myself like,
No.
oh, how is your nose and eyes gone? Like the whole shit was just red. I'm like, how did I shoot that? That's terrible.
Yeah.
Or the head would go off, and I see like just a hole.
Whoa.
It was like half their head is off.
you
I'm
see,
like,
like,
dude, this
tendons
is disgusting.
going on. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Really?
And the fact that you dig into people with your knife,
No.
like, oh man,
I've seen
Wait,
clips.
that's
I've,
the sound.
I've seen clips.
Yeah.
And the
See,
sound
the
effects.
sound
I'm
effects
like,
I don't like.
And they go,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
No, I don't like the sound effects. That's
It's
what
rough.
skeeves me out.
It's
there-
rough.
There's
The
things.
sound effects skeeve me
And I
out.
told
The-
you.
The visuals don't, but the sound effects get me. I'm like, oh.
I told you. You know when you sneak up on somebody and you see the back of you? Like I told you when the camera flipped in front of her by mistake, and I saw her face she was making.
Oh,
while
how
she was
angry
doing
she
it.
was when she was
And I was
stabbing
like,
her.
that's next level crazy. I can't believe the face you made while you stabbed this dude in the neck. That was evil.
It's gonna get to a point where it's like I can only take one of these types of games one a year.
That's not even PS5.
Like, I'm going
You know
to-
there's gonna be an enhanced version.
Give me pixel.
No,
Give
they
me
can't be
pixel
enhanced.
art, please. Can someone give me pixel art, some cartoons?
Dude, I can't even
please?
imagine an enhanced version with the freaking 3D sound. No,
I'm good.
No,
Resident Evil
I can't
2
do it.
Resident Evil
I
2
can't do
remake
it.
set me off when the mouth was like with the tendons.
Oh,
I'm like,
with the
this
jaw.
Is, I'm like, what the fuckery is this? I'm like, I don't want to see
That was cool.
shit like this.
That was kind of cool, but the sound effects.
I'm like,
I
just
couldn't- I couldn't dig it.
uncomfortable. It's too much. I'm
Nah,
too
I
uncomfortable.
won't say anything, but there's some stuff in there.
I know it is because just from the damn the second trailer I saw, I'm like, I do not like this.
You could actually
shit.
play that out. Like that's in the you play the game like that trailer. And I was like, how?
Oh my
You
goodness.
thought it was a movie, but you play the game out like
I
that
don't even know if I should jump from Red Dead 2 to this fucking game. I need a break.
have to.
Give me
You
a
have to.
cutesy game in between it or something because I can't just. Oh my
Final
god.
Fantasy VII Remake.
Do we
Well, at
think
least
it's-
there's
do you-
nothing terrible in there.
I got a question from the
nothing
chat saying, do I think it's game of the year material? It depends. I'll have to take a list on what games were out for this whole year, but it's definitely in the top 5 of game of the year. Yes.
Streets
So
of Rage
far?
4 should not be overlooked.
Oh, it should. That should definitely.
that should not be
It'll
overlooked.
be
Oh,
overlooked
yeah.
though.
Because it's a beat 'em up,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
but I will
But
not.
as far as fun,
I
oh
will
my
not.
gosh.
I will not overlook Streets of Rage 4.
No,
The
I mean
replay
that
value
game should
alone
win.
is insane.
It's a beautiful game.
But no, definitely, it's in the top. It's in the listing for game of the year material. Yes, regardless of controversy or whatever.
Before it was even out,
Yeah.
it's like a shoe-in. Like,
not like,
yeah, it's
oh,
gonna be.
it's not like these guys are gonna make a game like, oh, this is bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
They've made tons of great games.
yeah,
Uncharted series, like
yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, even like all these games
They-
are top tier titles.
they
It's not like they're gonna just
postponed-
come up and make a shit game.
Cyberpunk has been postponed. Again, they got delayed.
It's still coming out this year.
It's still coming out
November,
this year.
but it'll probably hit that line of not game of the year, maybe depending on which day.
It'll probably
because of-
still
because
cut
of-
in,
I don't
Yeah.
know.
depending on if it's
well,
gonna
if
be.
they
weird with
made
that.
if they made Death Stranding get in there, they'll probably make this get.
They've
in
been
there.
waiting for so long to get this top contender, and it's highly rated as like they had people play like another 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, I've watched it.
and
I'm
people
excited about it.
have been
good.
like, this
Been
is
good,
the
yeah,
game
yeah.
that they want it to be.
You know
I'm
what's funny?
excited
I have
about it,
zero
man.
interest in it.
Because
Well,
first
it's not
person.
your
It's
type
first
of-
person.
It's
Anything
not your
first
type of
person.
game. It's not your type of
Anything first person, I'm like, no.
That's
Yeah.
not your type of
It's
game.
gonna have to do a
But
lot.
it's not just a first-person game.
They were
It's like a
driving.
an
whole,
RPG.
like, world, though, isn't it?
I always just turn off the
I'm
first
sorry, I'm
person.
just so excited for it.
It's funny because
Why should we care about this game?
the funny thing is, one of those when it comes to those type of games, since it's first person, I just I'm like I'm just not interested. I don't like first person games like that. But that's the type of game I will watch. I would like to watch someone play it and laugh my ass off at the shit that's going on. Like I'll appreciate it, but I'm not gonna say it's crap because it's first person. I'm just not interested because it's first person.
Before we get into all that talk, let me just
Too late, I already did.
underail this and say yes. I'm happy that Last of Us sold what it did and it shut all the haters up. And not to say that they're wrong, they can hate if they want. But I'm glad that it was successful regardless of the leaks.
Yeah, it's good. It's
Yes.
good because if the leaks ruined it, I would be pissed.
Yeah,
because that's
a
not
lot
cool.
of money,
That's not
and there's a
cool.
lot of blood, sweat, and tears
Yeah.
put into something
Yeah,
like that.
that's
Yes.
not.
And to see something like that happen to ruin it, that would have sucked.
And people
Definitely
need to
would've.
stop leaking shit, please.
Yeah, we don't need to do
Nah,
that.
man.
Not before the game comes out, man. Come on. I don't care if you hate the devs.
I mean, Lucy might want things leaked because she wants to read all the spoilers, but I mean, we don't. But we don't want that.
come on, Lucy, play it first.
I
Just
was
play it.
thinking like people should stop asking about like games that are not released yet. Live stream.
Yeah, why would they do that?
What the hell?
We don't want leaks. We just want information.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
So let's move on
To the main topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that pose right
Our
there.
favorite character designs.
Yes. So let's derail it right away. So the Cyberpunk game, though.
No, you get out of here.
I don't know. That's as
Listen.
far as character design in that game.
Yeah, as design-wise, that's why
Design-wise.
that game is as popular as it was. Because
Holy crap!
Keanu Reeves. No, I'm just kidding.
yes. Well,
But yes,
I mean that.
Yes.
Well, originally that game was what for PC, right? The original one.
Yeah.
So the fandom from that came from there. It wasn't a board game, right? Because I don't follow Cyberpunk. No, yeah,
It was
it's
a PC game.
Dungeons and Dragons and stuff. No, so I don't know if it was like. All right, so
RPG.
yeah,
Ish.
I don't know if it was a paper RPG. I don't know.
I think it may have been a tabletop as well.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought so.
I think so.
Yeah, it goes back, man.
Wow,
So-
I didn't know.
No, there's a following for
When they
Cyberpunk.
debuted that trailer with the design of the chick with the arms that bent back, broken, and then she had the metal arms in there, that was the only picture they showed of Cyberpunk. And the design of that alone made that fandom go insane. So that shows the power of just that design. Like,
Right.
I just want to see this art, and I don't care what type of game it is. I want to see this art in motion. And, like, that's a definite character design moment. Like, that's why
It's important.
something like that would be big.
Yeah, it's important, man. It's important, especially for like big titles. You
And
know?
then they showed it first person. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You can't even see the character.
That's part of the
See,
reason why I'm not a first person guy is because I like to see
I
the
wanna see
character.
the
I want
art.
to see the art. I want to see the design.
I-
I feel more like the character when I see them.
Oh, yeah.
First person, I never feel like the character. I just see these stupid hands. I need more. I needed to see
I think
the
if you
actual.
virtually moved your arms with that, then you'd feel
It would
that.
make more sense.
Yeah,
but
not
yeah.
a regular first person game.
for me personally. I'm
That's
just
for me,
saying.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, whatever.
Immersion, though.
Well, me not so much.
You get immersed
I
in it.
like the story. I play the games for the narrative, and I can overlook the fact that it's first person. I don't care if it's first, third person, whatever. As long as the story is good and I like the design,
It drags you into it.
that's what drags me into the
Yeah.
game. If I like the way the characters look, I like the way the other people look,
It looks dope.
and I like the music, especially
looks very
especially the
clean.
music.
Very clean.
It doesn't even look like a
Awesome.
PS4 title or Xbox
I watched
title.
so much footage of like gameplay footage of this game, and
Spoilers.
oh,
Probably.
well, it's whatever they showed online. I'm like, this
They
is-
showed the last stage in the. No, I'm
Imagine if
kidding.
they did. Oh,
Yo, some trailers do.
I'd be
Most
mad.
trailers will
I'd be
show the
mad.
end.
You'll
and
see the
like,
last
six-
boss or the ending.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been excited for, like, I haven't played a first person game in a while that I've been excited for.
It looks polished.
And this one,
No, it's clean. Very clean.
the fact that it was supposed to be released around the same month as
The
Final
pandemic.
Fantasy VII Remake,
Yeah.
It's the
and
It's a
also
pandemic.
Last of Us 2. Like that same month, it was all supposed to be released, and then they delayed it until September, and then again,
It's
till
a good
November.
thing. It's a good thing.
It's a great thing.
You don't
It's
want to
great.
come out with Last of Us 2 like at the same time. It just you no. There's just too many hours. First of all, in both games.
But
And you're not
they-
doing
that-
yourself any favors.
that
yeah,
goes to
you don't
show
have
that
time for both. You're gonna buy
Oh,
both.
they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
No, they
Oh,
had
yeah.
time.
Yeah, it's
No,
like,
they had time.
oh, there's a select
Well,
few
they had-
that have time.
Oh no, during the pandemic you
Yeah.
had time.
No, I'm talking about for both at the same time. Chill.
Nah, you
No,
just
but
had one
they-
week and another week. It's fine.
They had time to polish and add other stuff to it, and also you have all this footage that's coming up online, and it's exciting. It's good. I'm actually hyped for it. I'm actually hyped.
Yeah, a lot of people are. A lot of people are very, very hyped for it.
Another game that was big, could be because of character design, not so much for me, was Animal Crossing. So as far as character design not working for me, that type of character design does nothing for me.
Yeah,
So that's not a game that relies on character design, I believe. But I mean, it's cutesy. It's not badly done. Like the graphics are fine, but there's nothing remarkable about the characters in that game.
It's like Overcooked design, just like
they're basic.
Yeah, it's just regular.
But I mean, tell an Animal Crossing fan that they were like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Well, I guess
To be honest, there's something to be said though for like basic, simple character design. Like for example, for me, like JRPGs, I don't really play them. I find the character designs and just like a billion belts and like random things. I just find that a bit jarring and just I'm like nobody needs that. Nobody gets stressed like that. Nobody
gets stressed.
it's not practical.
For cosplay, they do.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So, but like practical reasons, nobody does.
You would need
So
100 belts.
There is something about simple character design.
You would need 100 belts as a dress. That seems practical. You got to hold stuff up.
Yeah.
That's awful. But it looked cool.
He said, "Hold stuff up."
Or you see characters like male characters with like armor that's like that sword and that freaking armor is way too heavy for you to get. Like a normal human being.
Nah, the dude works out.
Carry that. You
But
can't
I
carry
mean, as a fact of
Cloud, man,
a
from-
sword being part of your character, that sword is his character. You put him with a baby sword, that's not him at all. Just like Link, I mean, it doesn't have to be a giant sword.
Yeah, but
Yeah, the little sword that Link has, that makes Link's character.
but
It's a regular sword.
What
It's a
about
regular
Cloud,
Master
man?
sword is tiny. It should be.
really?
It should
Cloud,
be.
Cloud from Final Fantasy
Yes,
7.
the Buster.
Yeah,
Sword.
The bus.
that's a character design that pushes
That
that.
fucking sword is like ridiculously.
But that character design pushes that title. Though.
It does.
They wouldn't even care about that title if
It
Cloud
does.
was.
I played the demo and I'm like, wow, that's.
That
crazy.
design
It's
is
crazy.
amazing.
It's really
but
good.
I
It's
mean,
really
it's
good.
not for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes,
No.
I mean that design is over. It's done a lot.
It's
and if
dated.
you see,
It's dated.
it is dated also.
It's dated. It's
I mean, they
dated.
did fix it up for the re-release, but I mean, if you look at something like the Bouncer when he was just ODing on like the belt buckles and stuff,
Yeah.
and like,
Yeah, yeah.
and then Final Fantasy VIII and stuff
Mm-hmm.
went a little overboard, and then they dialed back. I mean, Kingdom Hearts, I'm not a fan of those designs either
Yeah.
because they're very similar. Like if you look at something like Dragon Ball, and all your characters look the same in everything you make.
Right.
That has something to say about design. But people like that design. Not to say that they don't like what Goku looks like, but everyone in the thing looks the same.
It's the same. Yeah, they all pretty much look the same.
But I mean, that's just you hit the lotto.
Yeah.
Like you just hit something that nobody cares that they look the same. They just want to
Yeah.
see that art,
Yeah.
and
Well,
you're fine with
I
that.
think it just it
facts.
has more to do with the show that's been.
that too. I
ongoing.
mean, it's historic now.
That's
Yeah.
a game version of that show. And that's what they want to see.
Yeah, with Dragon Ball started with a lot of the characters did look different at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then,
He tried. He made them look like cats and stuff.
No,
now.
no, I'm talking about like if you take not to dabble into Dragon Ball too much, like you go with like the Tien, the bald-headed guy, Piccolo, the green guy, but Goku, they look different. And they got you into the series, and then when they got you,
And then they
then
photocopy.
everyone looks the fucking same. Has the same damn hair, whether it's blonde, blue, whatever the hell it is.
milk it.
We got you now. Now we're not gonna make no new characters, and we're gonna make all the main characters look exactly the fucking same, except for a damn receding hairline.
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the
You're in
only
our
difference.
world now.
Here's a new character.
Yeah. Got
Exact
you.
same- exact same.
Oh, you want to leave this series? No, this guy can blow up a planet. That's cool, right? It's like they got you now. That's the way it is.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
you hold it near and dear to your heart. So listen, all
I
right.
can tell all the Dragon Ball characters alike. I mean,
you're a
apart,
fan.
'cause,
Yes, you can see them apart.
guys-
But
Well, you're a
listen,
fan.
this is what I'm
You're a
saying.
super
But yeah, I'm a
Not
super fan.
Dragon Ball. Listen, the character design that he does.
Yeah.
If you look at something like Dragon Quest,
Yeah.
and you look at Dragon Ball, and you look at Chrono Trigger, and like
Yeah.
every
Dragon
title
Quest.
that he makes like that, they look very
the
similar.
eyes,
It's
the
the
eyes,
same art
the
style.
eyes.
There's really
yeah.
nothing different about them.
Yeah, it's an art
Yeah.
style.
Yeah,
It's
it's
his art
definitely
style.
his style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he draws it differently than anyone in Japan who's ever done it, until people copy him, of course. But originator of it, yes. But that's his art style. But they are very similar.
Yeah,
Very.
and it works.
It does.
Yeah,
no,
it's
no one's gonna
worked
say,
for
"Hey,
him.
I'm not gonna play Chrono Trigger because this looks like
Yeah.
someone from Dragon Ball."
Yeah,
Well, it's like
They will say, "I will buy this because it looks
because it
like
looks like someone from Dragon Ball. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
like
But it's not just the style, though, is it? Like for me, I'd like to see more like people of different like body shapes and like people of different ethnicities and that actually look different, not
Yeah.
just like slap a different color
Yeah.
on them. Just like it would be nice to have variety and kind of represent more people like
Yeah.
in the games, right?
No, that's true. Dragon Ball body shapes, they're all the same. Everyone's body shape
Everyone's
is
jacked.
Well,
everyone
not
is
Boo.
well, I would say 70% is the same. Like Yamcha, Goku
Yeah.
have the same body.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same exact body.
Most
see
anime
the
characters
silhouette,
have different hair. That's what differentiates
Yeah.
them from
Yep.
everything. Their hair is different. Their
That's it.
bodies are basically the same.
Yeah.
And whatever armor
And heights
or
heights may be
clothing,
different, but they're all
Slightly,
the same.
yeah.
they're the same.
They're never standing next to each other.
No.
You don't know how tall they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what game had a lot of character
Diversity.
design?
Diversity.
Jet Grind Radio.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Oh,
were. Oh
yeah.
yeah, they were.
That's
yeah.
a lot of. It was.
Everyone was very different.
Yeah.
Jet Set.
Very.
Yeah.
I mean,
Jet
they
Set
could all
Radio
basically do the same thing, but they all like their looks were all
for
super
Dreamcast
different.
by Sega.
Yeah.
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 Yes,
Like
sir.
that was a game that was like based on the art.
Yeah.
Any game that's based on the art, you're gonna have diversity in the
Yeah,
characters.
that's why I like Fire Emblem so much. Is because the artist, like from each character, like if it's a female character, no female character looks just like another female character. If she's a healer, the healer design, everything is just different about those characters. Main characters, the dude with the sword. I mean, Fire Emblem is guilty.
They'll have the basics.
Yeah, they're guilty for making a lot of their main characters blue hair. The blue hair sword guy, blue haired sword guy. Oh, it's another blue hair. They've gotten in that rhythm of messing it up. But for the most part, you look at all the the cast of the characters. Same thing with Shining Force 3 is everyone looks so different. Like in the last scenario of Shining Force 3. You had a lion character with an axe. You had a dragon. You had somebody with like this weird mask and claws. Like everybody was.
They would go out of their way to
yeah,
make them different.
Everyone was, even if they were the same class, like warrior, healer, they were so different individually. So it's like you pick and choose. I like that person's design, so I'm gonna take that healer, not that one, because I'm not crazy about their design. So it would always give you a choice per class of who works. What each player likes individually.
I'll tell you a game that I give huge credit to for their character designs would be either Chrono Cross or like Suikoden
So I could
or Suikoden,
so like
however you want to say it.
100 plus.
So when you have
That's
100 characters, you are a crazy creator to pop out
I can't do that.
108 different looking characters.
That's crazy.
And that's not your life's work.
Yeah.
Like it's like that'll be like everything I worked on from high school till now.
I can't come
This
up with
is
100.
every character I've ever made. I'm done after that.
Yeah.
But
And they're so different.
they're different.
They're so different.
And they're different. To pull it off is crazy. But I mean, creative minds are crazy. So you can come up with that many.
You would think a lot of creators, you would be like, oh, they're on some serious drugs. But like a lot of them, some of them are just like, nah, that's just give me like an hour. I'm good. Like,
Nah, they'll be like, listen, I'll
this is
pop
already
up,
there, man.
I'll pop they'll be like, I'll pop 10 characters out before the night's over.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
They'd be like, wait, what?
Easy. And then never look like
Costumes, too?
anything you've ever done.
Yeah, it's creativity's crazy, man.
But I
Really
tell you,
is.
one of the first, well, not the first, but one of the titles that I remember being like, this is the one that made everyone different, was a game that actually made everyone the same to begin with. So Street Fighter, when Street Fighter 1 came out,
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Ken and Ryu were exactly replicas of
Yes,
each other, and they
yes.
were like basically body swaps
They just
with
changed
a
the
different
color.
head.
Yeah.
And that was the same thing.
Different
And you
color.
couldn't even pick anybody else.
Except
But then-
except for the art on the arcade.
well, no, the art of the characters of the original when he was a redhead was
He
man,
looked like
that was
He
ridiculous.
looked like Sam Kinison.
it was a ridiculous picture that looked nothing
Yes,
like the
it looked
character.
nothing like it.
It's a redhead, man.
The art book, man. That was-
Yo, he was mad out of shape doing a jump kick he can't do. I don't know what they were doing with his design, man.
So when Street Fighter 2 came out, the amount of characters they had in there and the fact that none of them had the same body type, basically. They were all different in
Except
their
for Ken
own
and
way.
Ryu.
Well,
Except
Ken and Ryu was still the same.
Until they got
Just they start changing the hair.
Yeah. I mean, they
Yeah.
weren't basic swaps. I mean, the moves were.
until they were on fire, and then they were.
Oh, yeah, no, they were the same.
Everybody was exactly the same when on fire. Even E Honda. E Honda looks exactly the
Honda
same.
Honda got
He got
jacked.
hit with a fireball. He's
When
like,
he got hit
Well,
by
that
a
was the
Same
limit.
body
That was the limit of the system it was on.
I know.
But
Everybody
yes.
was
But
was
as
funny,
far
though.
as looking at the art of the characters and seeing like Dowston being a skinny dude with like
Yeah.
bracelets and stuff,
Yes, yes.
E Honda being this
So different.
big dude
No,
with a
Street Fighter is
6-pack.
So different.
Like I don't know how he had a 6-pack,
agree.
but
Yeah, that's the only big dude with a 6-pack. It's crazy.
And then to see Chun-Li thrown in there, there was not a lot of women characters in games who
No.
would be like, I'm the hero, the heroine in the game.
Yeah.
At that point,
Yeah.
and to have them jump in, that was the first person I picked in the game.
Chun-Li.
Ever. I picked Chun-Li first.
And she had a cool
in that
design.
game.
Yeah.
She
She
was
was a cool.
dope looking.
Yeah,
I
she
didn't
was
know
a
that.
cool design. Yeah, I liked her design.
Yeah.
But and you can just mash the buttons, and she did a special move. So I was little. I didn't know how to do anything.
Just hit the buttons like
I was
this.
like, look at that
Oh, I
guy.
won! Oh my God, she's dope. I love this character.
But that was like one of the first games with me growing up. It was like, oh, this isn't like the stereotypical like comic book guy, because comic books are like the bane of
Yeah.
character design being the same
Yeah,
for the most part. I mean,
Yeah.
unless you look at indie comics, which got bigger as time went on, in the 90s and the 80s and the 70s, all the characters looked exactly the same
That's true.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
body
in
types.
every book,
Same body types.
and they all had to be
Perfect.
pristine specimens of whoever it was.
If
And
it's a
people would get
dude,
mad.
extra diesel,
glad you
ripped,
said-
perfect body,
Yeah.
females, no
Yeah.
stomach, extra big boobs, big butt.
Not
extra-
realistic.
Yeah, it's
Not
always-
realistic.
Yeah, it's
But if
like,
you bought the
no.
art books, they would tell you, make them stand with their butt out and
Yeah.
the chest out. They would tell you to draw it this way
Yeah.
to make it look like
Yep.
the comic book look.
Yes.
Yep.
But when indie comics came out,
Mhm.
they started drawing like different body types, and like this person is the main character who's
Yeah.
sitting there at home like a normal person
Yeah.
Right.
without being a superhero. But then they had books where they turned into superheroes and they ended up with the
Yeah,
body.
like I'm a regular average Joe, but when I grab this, I turn into a big. It's like, no, man, we've seen that before.
But
Stop.
I always got a little mad when people would just say that the women were drawn wrong.
Yeah.
And like, okay, I know that they were drawn a certain way, but they just totally overlooked that every guy was massively diesel with
Yeah.
19 muscles in their
Flex-
arms.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I was like,
It's
that's
impossible.
Everybody, it was like a crazy like standard to set for people.
It's
It was like-
I mean, look at
it
He-Man.
was nuts.
He-Man,
Like
Superman,
He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Superman,
They're
Batman.
Made, they're made out of muscle.
Yeah.
like-
And I was like, nobody ever said that was like an unattainable look for a guy, ever. They always say
That's
the women
true,
are unattainable, but the guy, if you work out enough, you can look like this guy. I'm like, come on.
No.
Look
His
at this
arm
guy.
is the size of someone's fucking body. I'm
Yeah.
like, why
Flexing.
is that a thing?
I'm flexing.
So I would take offense. I mean, I didn't really, me personally, I didn't care what they were drawing. Like, as long as they look cool. But I can understand why somebody would be like, okay, this is enough. Like when they draw Rogue and stuff in X-Men, I'm like, cool, Rogue is
Dude,
dope.
you know me. We have this conversation a lot because
But you don't like it at all.
I hate it because, especially when they draw the women characters, I'm like, why does every one of them have a wedgie? Why does every one of them have their ass out? I'm like, this is stupid. I'm like,
Super over-sexualized.
I'm like, this is why is whoever's making it like it's so sexually deprived? Why do you have to make every female character look like the best like pinup model in the world? It's like
Because
no.
there's an audience and they get more
It's-
money
Have
that
you-
way.
Yeah,
That's the simple answer. They get more money that way.
it's terrible.
Sad.
Have you seen there's like a controversy for like Last of Us 2 that I actually saw today because Abby, like a character in it is super jacked.
They made her
Like super, like,
diesel.
buff.
And now they're saying that she looks like a
Um,
man.
Damn.
Come on.
Well, people have been saying it's unrealistic, but I'm like, I know women who go to the gym
Oh,
yeah.
and look
Oh,
like
Yeah.
that.
there is some
Yeah.
chick. Yeah, there's some
Oh,
girls
yeah.
who
Absolutely.
you know.
They said
They put the work
steroids.
in.
Yeah,
They
so
said steroids have to be involved to get his diesel. She was
No,
jacked though.
no,
She
no.
was actually
It's like
jacked
the
as
girl
hell.
from what was it the Uncharted 4? I forgot her name.
Uncharted 4.
I'm sorry, the add-on,
no,
the add-on, the lost episodes.
She was in
Do you
them.
play that
They
one?
were in-
Yeah, I played them all.
Oh, okay.
But the one she was jacked.
I
I mean,
forgot
she
her
was
name.
jacked, but it's like okay, she's
But they're saying they drew them not feminine.
but it's
man. Listen,
but like that's the thing. Like, what is feminine, right? Like, why
She's
not?
still a chick.
Like, there are women who look like that, so why not have women like that? Like, maybe it's not like how everyone or most women look like, but like I like to see women like that once in a while. Like it's like aspirational. Like I could get buff.
Yeah.
I don't, but I could.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, she was diesel as hell.
Yeah.
It was jarring at first. I was like, dude, her arms are mad big. Like they were mad big. Like a wrestler. Like
Yeah.
China, but 2 times the size
oh
of
really?
her. She was diesel
She's
as hell.
brolic. She's brolic.
But I was like, I'm
But
used to it.
If it was a guy, you wouldn't have questioned it, would you?
Oh no. No.
Yeah, it would have been normal. Yeah, it would have been normal. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I always have that issue when it comes to female characters.
There's an
And-
over exaggeration.
Yeah,
I
like-
give you that. There is an over exaggeration.
It's too much because
Dead or
I have
Alive is a perfect example.
but that is a great
Oh
example.
my goodness!
That is a great example actually, and it's
I've
like
actually had that in my list.
it's
of
too
topics.
it's too much. It's
Well,
like
that was-
it's a fighting game. Oh my god, do her
the-
boobs
and
have
the
to
physics.
fly over here
Dead
all the
or
time? It's like
Alive.
come on,
Dead
man.
or
Like,
Alive
but-
is a
you
game
don't even
that
move like
The
that.
Dead or
First of
Alive
all,
had a mode, a bouncing breast mode.
come on,
But-
man.
Why
Like,
would you?
But all right, but they did focus on that and push that towards that audience. It wasn't like we're gonna slyly throw this at you and this is what people
wait,
look like.
push that towards
Why-
what
like,
audience?
what
No,
audience?
like this is when a Playboy magazine. Obviously, that's not geared for everyone.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying though. Like you could say this shouldn't exist because you're not interested in it. But there is an audience for that if it's
Is there?
put out there like that.
But to be honest, it shouldn't exist if it's a video game.
All right.
Really?
No, hell no, it
I
shouldn't
agree.
exist.
I don't
I
think
wouldn't
it's
say
just
that.
a video game thing though. So it's just pushing certain beauty standards. So if Playboy, right, was full of like plus size women, like that would be more of a normal thing. And like, why is it a certain type of woman that is the sexual thing to show?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why is that the desirable? Like, why not just show super buff women? They can be sexy too, or like bigger women. They can be sexy too, or like men, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's just the fact that it's just this is the woman who's sexy, this is the woman who's strong, right? And it's just they're never
Yeah.
they're never the same person.
Yeah. And you know what? The perfect example, I think it was by the same people that did Dead or Alive. They had a volleyball game.
Oh,
No,
God.
yeah.
Oh
female,
dear lord.
The
Oh, they did.
female volleyball. Like what?
Yeah, Dead or Alive beach volleyball.
Oh,
Yep.
like what?
Yeah.
Because they pushed to that audience.
Our picture went out.
Our picture white.
Oh.
Because nobody plugged in the camera. So plug in that camera and
Can
turn
you
it back
plug
on.
in the camera?
Oh shit! I gotta work the camera. Shit, you're trusting me with this?
No, just plug it in.
Just plug it in.
Really? Is
We're
that simple?
still live.
It's
Yeah,
really simple.
We're still
yeah.
Can
live.
people just see me
You're
now?
still there. It's all on you.
Yeah, it's just
It's your
us.
show now.
Listen, you can take
Okay.
over.
It's just us.
Oh, no.
It's hey, she's back, and we're all back.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
At the
Yeah,
same
yeah,
damn
we had to
time.
run like real fast. No, but bottom line is, for me personally, whenever I see a new game, the first thing that catches my attention is the character design.
Yes.
The second thing is the sound, like the music. That's the second thing. And then the last thing that keeps me playing is the story.
Not the
Those-
gameplay? The gameplay
Well,
would be before
well,
story.
Yeah, well, the story has to keep me interested to. You know,
Okay.
and yeah, like even if it's bad gameplay, if it's a good story, I'll still. If it's a good story, I still
I've
wanna
seen you
know.
play some bad shit.
Hey man,
The stories weren't that great. Don't be lying.
Wow.
man. The hate is real, man. Wow.
He put that shit in your chest and said,
Wow.
"Pow, pow, pow, pow."
No, actually,
Wow.
we do. We
No,
pick
it's
some
a
good
story.
games. We
You
don't
play
pick bad games. usually.
Telltale games.
Yeah.
It's not all gameplay, man. That's
No,
all
no.
story.
Stories. That's what
all
keeps you in
story.
there. If somebody would finish,
And
it
the
would be
art,
nice.
and well, the
It's
artwork
gotta
is
be
listen.
time. Gotta be the perfect time,
Dude,
It's
listen,
been 8 years.
I gotta be in the mood to play those games.
It's been
There
8
you
years.
I'm sorry, I like to play games where I hurt people.
but like I'm saying, like
You
the,
can hurt people.
The first,
Yeah, we just spoke
Yeah.
that.
we learned a lot about you.
So he
today.
was supposed to be the good guy.
I try, I really do try.
Not hard enough,
Man,
apparently.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen.
Did
But to
you,
get back to the titles that we were talking about before we cut off.
Street Fighter.
So no, we were talking about.
Oh
like-
wait, Last of Us. I'm sorry.
No, we were talking about like characters being a game type being made for a certain type of audience.
Oh, okay.
So,
yes.
If you make a perverted game and you push it towards a perverted audience,
That's the type
like
of game it
if
is.
you're not a perverted audience, don't look at that game.
Right,
But it doesn't deserve not to be there for those perverted people. But if you put it in a game that I'm playing that's not perverted, and you just throw in like panty shots constantly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah.
Uncharted, like
Yeah.
that's not cool
Yeah.
to be throwing it in the game without you knowing like it's gonna be in there.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as like microtransactions being thrown in a series that you're like, wait, what the heck is going on?
Bad
Like,
design.
It's bad design. Yeah.
Bad design.
That's bad design. It makes you feel the same exact way. You're just like, why?
But if they have like, I mean, I would like more diversity in something like, okay, this might be something you like, and this might be something you like, and this might be something you like.
Right.
If it's in the game, like you would have bigger women, you would have diesel women, you have normal, like thin women.
you know what's
so
good- good
you would
example?
have a choice if you like that stuff.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
some books are geared, like if you buy a fitness magazine and they have nothing
Mm-hmm.
but fit chicks in it, or guys, you know, You buy it, and that's what you see in that book.
It's a fitness magazine.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's
Right.
geared. It's geared towards the
Yeah, exactly.
muscle head,
Yeah.
and that's where that you find that.
Yeah.
But if it's a title that you're tricked into having it in it, that's when it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's there's a good example of character design. Before it sucks too because I really want to keep playing the game, but that's the game that I had. It had so many errors in the game I can't play it anymore.
Oh,
It's a role playing game called Regalia, Men of Monarchs or whatever. I love what attracted me to the game was the character design. You know,
The
from
art that they drew. The main character.
everyone is so different. Each guy is just so different. Each girl so different, and it's not like, no guy's just massive giant
They're not
dude.
the stereotypical
Yeah,
guy.
the one female who's a magician, she doesn't have like her boobs out, falling on the floor, and it's like no, it's none of that. She's a cool looking character, and there's not enough of that. It always has to be, let's get that deprived crowd, and let's make those. It's like come on, man.
That makes them the most money in business.
What's
But the thing is, that's terrible. That needs to be eliminated.
That's
from
always
games.
been the case.
when I think of that, I think of
You
you ever seen Odin Sphere?
Yeah, that artist.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
He made Dragon's Crown too.
Dragon's Crown. That's the other game.
Yeah, it's
Oh my-
over the top. I'm
it's-
sure.
it's
Have
like-
you ever seen?
I don't know if
Lucy,
you've
have you
ever
ever
seen
seen
it.
the art for this? Type in Dragon's Crown and search for the art for that.
Holy crap!
Dragon's Crown?
Dragon's Crown art.
Yes.
Over the top. I'm
And
like,
you'll
when
see the design.
You'll see tiny heads.
But the anatomy is completely wrong.
And the anatomy
miss
is
the disproportionate bodies.
madness.
As an artist, it would make you sick. And I mean, that's an art style. It's an art style.
It is.
It's
And
an
it-
individual style.
And there's a following for it, but I'm like,
but you see how it's drawn wrong, right?
It's like, what?
you know what's crazy is that
Why?
I played
Said
Odin
Dragon's
Sphere
Crown?
Dragon's
Yeah.
Crown.
and or Odin Sphere.
Or Odin Spear, yeah. But
Made
Odin
by-
Spear to a lesser
It's
extent.
it's designed by the same guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's known. He's a Japanese guy. He's known for drawing like ridiculous, like
Okay.
Tiny heads,
tiny heads,
big bodies.
like
Do you think-
impossible physiques, man, impossible.
So give us a first impressions on that type of
Judging
style.
by the look of your face,
So, I'm seeing this whole picture and like the boobs, each boob is bigger than the head.
Yeah, yes,
That's
yes,
quite
yes.
nice.
That's the artist.
anatomically incorrect. Yes.
Yeah.
It's completely drawn wrong.
I'm like, come on, why?
But there's an audience for it, which is weird because
It's like
they-
looking at a Rob Liefeld drawing.
yeah,
It's
Well,
it's
I
drawn
feel-
wrong.
So for me, okay, so like don't get me started. You tell me to shut up if I talk about this too much. But I do a lot of talks about like body diversity in games, right? Because I'm really passionate about it. It's fine to have a woman with big boobs and like tiny waist and all that, but they can't. All women can't be like that.
No, they can't.
You can't have all women. It's like it's 10% of women, if that. Like 3% of women look like that, right? So like.
They drew a really
No,
muscular
that's-
woman also, but she's also wrong.
It's every
She's also drawn wrong. It's consistently wrong
Yeah.
for guys and the women. So it's just his
I
art
think,
style.
I think that that's his style.
but the guys have tiny heads with
Yes.
1,000 muscles. The Diesel girl is a tiny head with massive muscles.
Why is
And
everyone's head so tiny?
But there's such a huge
Less detail in the
following
face.
for this guy. You know what the game like? I gotta say though, the gameplay is good.
you know,
game is
they,
good.
they
The
always
gameplay-
say the game is good. It's always good. But
but the gameplay is solid. It's a
Yeah.
solid gameplay. It's just the character design. You know, it's just.
So what game do you
I
play
don't know.
despite the character design? What game is good despite the characters not looking
Shoot.
good?
you'll have to give me a second.
You gotta do.
Yeah, I
you gotta
gotta
go
think
to
about
like
that.
8-bit. Like
There's been
type
some
graphics.
bland,
Like, Action Squad?
characters.
I say Action Squad.
Remember the
8-bit.
game we
well, I
played
mean, that's
for
Pixel.
Xbox?
Like,
Well,
that's-
yeah,
Pixel.
it has to be pixel.
What's the game we
art.
played for Xbox that had the terrible characters and had the lizard guy?
Oh, it's a Brute Force.
Brute Force.
Force.
That's what. That's
yeah,
the
that
game.
character design's kind of suspect.
Yeah.
I did like the female characters though. I thought they were pretty cool.
They weren't bad, but they were pretty.
The guy was
default.
default. The lizard guy was stupid.
He was funny. I mean,
He
the
was
characters
funny.
are funny.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
give them a voice and stuff, then
Yeah,
it makes them
it's
different.
funny.
But the design of the characters is very.
I
bad.
didn't look at the design like I can't play it because like I've seen some worse design than that.
Well, look at any design
I
in
know
most
there was
games for
something, though.
PlayStation 1 because you couldn't get detail. So they just drew boxes for everybody. So most of those characters didn't look like Crash Bandicoot. No, they didn't.
Oh boy.
Fighting Force did not look like Crash Bandicoot.
Fighting
Force
Force
trash.
Oh,
That was
man.
trash design.
Wow.
But that's why mascot characters are so big back then, because they can add personality to
Yeah.
them, because they didn't look like people.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like I would really have to think about it
But
to know.
We can't talk about character design and not mention the Mega Man series.
Mega Man is
Oh,
awesome.
that was
because
all
those
about
bosses-
design.
yeah, Mega Man
Oh.
is always awesome.
Insane.
What about the bad box?
Mega Man X?
box art?
Oh no, not the
box
cover
art.
art.
That.
Oh, we ain't talking about cover art. That guy's not the same person.
No, even,
That's not the same person. That's not the same person.
but even from
That's like
That's a great character design. though.
That was actually a character
he's just like
that's like
So
somebody's dad posing
holding a gun.
with his legs.
Holding a gun. I'm like, wait, what happened?
No,
to
but
the
his
blast?
legs don't even like look right. You can't
like,
pose
pew,
like that. They're like
That's when
completely-
design is so bad that
Oh.
it is good.
That's
That
when you,
it's a character.
Oh well, yeah,
in itself.
that's funny.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
funny.
yeah, like
well, they
even-
made him a character in the.
No, he
fighting game.
was. He was in a bunch of games.
Yeah, but even in from the Nintendo ones, like I mean, Mega Man has always been that same blue.
He was simplistic, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he wasn't Diesel.
But I know, and but the Robot Masters, like they all had their own person because they.
they all
had
did.
Yeah, they're all different. Always
And
different.
They made how many of those games?
Well, some of them was saying like
11?
He-Man and Magma Man and like
Wow.
Fireman. They were all the same guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as far as the powers are, but the design.
No, I
is
know, they
different.
did change
The
it.
design was
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
different.
There's only so many
And-
lighters you could draw.
and it continued with the Mega Man X series with like and the redesign of Mega Man X and Zero
Well,
Zero is
that
one.
design-
Zero is one of the
design-wise-
best design characters.
Yeah.
I loved Zero's
and
design.
Bass. Don't forget about Bass. I know he's
Bass is
not Mega
good.
Man X, but Bass is just dope looking.
Yeah, it's a really, really good design. I mean, Capcom did a great job with those design
It does
characters.
show, between the bases of those two games, it does show how simplicity does sometimes do better
Yeah.
than something that's too complicated
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Although it wasn't bad design in X, I can't remember half the things I can remember.
you remember
in
more
Mega
of the
Man.
regular Mega
Oh,
Man
yeah.
games than the actual Mega Man
You
X
actually
characters.
named
yeah.
their
all
names
the
are
bad guys in like.
It's
nah.
like
Names are super like Flame Leo,
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Ice,
remember that.
Ice Bandicoot.
I can't name five. I played one
Mega
through
Man
like
X?
6 or
I can't
7.
remember. I
Ice
can't even
Penguin or
name
something,
anyone.
something like that.
I can't.
Yeah.
If you ask any regular Mega Man character, I can name like 10 easily. But the other ones I can't.
It's
I can't
almost
remember.
like naming Pokemon when it comes to Mega Man X.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Yeah, I
like,
can name the first 108, but then after that,
chill.
I mean that's a lot.
No.
you ain't naming no
100,
108.
108.
Fuck out of here.
No, I can name a lot in the first.
I can
gen.
name-
First gen I knew. Like
can
who's that Pokemon? I know who that
yeah.
is.
Oh,
That's
no, I can rock
Jigglypuff.
that. I can rock
You lost me.
Man, the only Pokemon I know is the ones I kill in Smash Brothers.
Of
That's the
course.
only ones I know. Those are the only
Well,
ones I know.
Jigglypuff's in there too.
Yeah, it's the only ones I know.
And I think the Street Fighter. We talked about Street Fighter. That cast has a diverse, like through all the iterations, have very diverse cast. But
Well, that introduced it to the
That
gaming world. Like
right,
so many characters after that.
I have to say,
Tekken.
oh, sorry, go.
Tekken has the character designs in Tekken.
Yeah.
What's cool?
Yeah.
All right, so
I grew up with Tekken instead of Street Fighter, so I
So you
yeah.
see-
I love
okay.
it, so, yeah.
All
Well,
right,
they have a heavy
comparison-wise-
set. They have a heavy set character.
Yeah.
That
comparison wise though,
Bob?
look
Yeah,
at
Bob.
look at Virtua Fighter versus Tekken as far as design of characters, and that's where you'll see. Okay, this is when design of characters took shape over default. I made this guy Bruce Lee. Like now you had characters that were actually individually different.
Mm-hmm.
And then they started adding like the the E Honda guy in Virtua Fighter, the bigger guy.
Yeah.
But everyone was the same in the first one,
Yeah.
except Old Man and
Well,
Bruce Lee.
Virtual Fire. I mean, well, if you're talking about Virtual Fire 1,
One.
I mean, yeah, 1. Obviously, everyone kind of looks
It's
pretty
the
much the
default.
They
same.
were basic, yeah.
2, I always consider part 2 as part 1 to me, because part 1 never really intrigued me, and I'm like, just a bunch of boxes.
Part 1 was the first.
Just a bunch of boxes doing these funny kicks.
Part
or whatever.
one was
I
the
don't
Jumping
care.
up
first.
and
Those
landing
are
on each
fir-
other.
Yeah, like I don't really. But 2 to me, since that was the first Virtual Fighter I actually played, I'm like, yeah, everyone was pretty different. Like they did a great job on like.
But Tekken added character.
Well,
to
Virtua
the
Fighter
movie.
1 was the first 3D fighting game. So
Yeah,
it's like
it takes that, yeah.
that has that trope. So it's like it's hard to compare like the two. It's
And
like-
the characters
It's
weren't
an
fleshed out.
evolution.
They weren't fleshed. It looked like a prototype. Like part
Yeah.
1 looked like a prototype. you
yeah,
know?
well,
Well, it's like
it
Mortal
was like a
Kombat.
tech demo.
It's like Mortal Kombat 1. They tried to make them different, but they were all the same. You know they were.
Every ninja was the same.
Every character
for,
was the
for,
same.
For multiple sequels, every ninja was the same.
Yeah.
It's
Every
only-
move was the same.
Yeah,
like everything in the
uppercut.
game, no one made the
Yeah.
characters different
Yeah,
besides
but
one
those
move.
that was
Yeah.
whatchamacallit? That was actors that had
Oh, I know they were
costumes
people,
on.
but you think they would be
They
different.
were actors? No.
Yeah, it was digitized. It was like digitized photos.
They didn't have no
basically.
big actor though.
Yeah. Right.
They didn't have
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
bodies as those actors. You could have been the
However-
same body.
However,
as all
what's
of them.
cool though about that is they had the same actor play like 3 characters. I forget-
9. Like
Nine?
9 characters.
Oh no!
No
I thought
wonder
it was
they were the
crazy.
same height.
Yeah,
Now it all makes sense.
I forget. Was it a Mortal Kombat documentary? I think I saw.
Yeah.
It's
They
on
had so
the-
many
it's on
ninjas,
Ninja.
dude.
Oh,
So many
man.
ninjas.
Yeah.
It's
They're
like
the same
probably
guy.
6 or 7 ninjas.
Yeah, it's the same guy.
But when
Same
I think really good character design, I think SNK.
SNK is really good.
has
Well, I was gonna
probably
say-
really good.
one of the best.
That was gonna be
realistic.
one of my
like,
favorites as far as design.
SNK is very good.
because
SNK
it's
is
so
my favorite.
realistic to real life. Because obviously Street Fighter it was
It
like
can get weird.
it's cartoony.
There's,
it's cartoony.
there's some in there that's a little OD.
It can get
Well,
weird.
There's some in there that I'm like,
towards the later ones. Towards the later.
no, I mean, I just think of Mai all the time. I always think of Mai. I'm like, y'all bugging.
well, she was that was a
No, I'll tell you exactly what it was. That was the creator's fantasy
yes.
that he had to create, and he's never met in his entire life. I'm gonna create this female character with her
Yeah.
boobs flying everywhere,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
But-
exactly why she was created.
But the cool thing about it, though, they did have King. I mean, obviously, her shirt popped open. And you decided she
Oh, was
a
that the
girl.
bartender
No,
type
But,
looking?
she was-
but she was
yeah,
the
she was
guy,
a-
like
with the
tuxedo.
vest, the
She
vest
was-
and the
she was a
okay.
She
female.
didn't,
She was wearing
she
a
didn't
suit.
dress like
She was
in
wearing a
dresses
tuxedo.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So at least they had that as an alternative
with the vest.
with
Yeah.
that other character also. But
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she revealed that she was a girl that way was a little odd.
No, but that's
I mean,
Not
it-
surprising.
it was
But
the
you thought it
first
was
time-
a dude, I guess. I
It's
mean,
the first time
because
you
that's
had,
the first time you had a girl who didn't look like
exactly.
the standard girl like that they
Yeah.
have in the games.
Like I understand where you're coming from with that because that was purposely like sexualized.
That's from that was the
that was a
Prive.
purpose.
That was a Chun-Li ripoff, basically,
right
when
but
she
that,
was made.
but it was purposely
But more sexual.
sexualized.
Yeah.
purpose. They did that on purpose.
Dude, that was someone's
They joke about
fantasy.
it on
That
all
was
the-
someone's fantasy.
Of course.
Oh, you
They
see the
wanted
anime?
to,
You see them all the time.
They
Like,
created that.
what-
That was, I'm telling you, I don't care what they tell me.
Just
That
She's
was
in
a
Dead or
fantasy.
Alive. She's in
Just
Dead or
like-
Alive. She's in Dead or Alive also now.
Just like Jessica Rabbit.
That's why she
Same
never
shit.
made it to Smash Bros. Sakurai's like, nah. ain't
Nah,
doing
that's
that.
too
Well,
much.
yeah. People were asking for
He
it.
like, no, I can't do
No,
that.
It's like, no,
what
that's
she
for
said. They said
adults.
that.
We can't do
They
that.
said they didn't put her in Smash Bros.
Yeah.
because of that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she'd be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. He's like, nah.
There are some other.
Have you seen Bleeding Edge? Like it's a new game, kind of like Overwatch. I think it's like a fighty Bleeding Edge.
Okay,
why
no,
does
it's
that
a
ring a
shooter.
bell?
It's a
It does
shooter.
sound
I think it's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I haven't played it, but
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
think it's like online. Yeah, that one has amazing designs.
Really?
Yeah,
Like, amazing.
I'm about to look it up
designs.
right now.
yeah.
Yeah, do look it up.
Speaking of Overwatch, the character design in Overwatch is crazy.
That's another one of my. That was
Yeah.
one of my recent favorites.
That's what attracted me to the game.
That's what tricked me into the game.
And then
Tricked
and
me,
Then,
yeah.
and then when I played it, I was like, oh,
Tricked.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's
Emphasis-
definitely what tricked me into the game.
Emphasis on the word tricked. 'cause-
Yeah, because there was no campaign.
yeah, you guys got that game.
Hey, I played Overwatch for like 2 years.
Yeah?
So
So they
like,
got
can't-
you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
They didn't trick me enough though. I sold that thing for $20. But the character design in there, phenomenal.
Nah, I got
Phenomenal
I,
characters.
I
in
love
that.
the character design in
That's
that
what
also.
drew me
No
It
just-
characters were the same.
No.
Nothing was a normal everybody had their own
There's no
quirks.
palette
like
swap
that
characters.
was no. They were all individual characters.
just no campaign, and I'm big on the narrative, so I was like, nope.
The
Well, yeah,
sequel's
no
gonna have a
campaign. I wish it
campaign,
had
though.
a campaign. I was
I wish
watching all
it
the
did,
stories
too.
online. They had all the Pixar movies online of them.
Nah,
I was like, this is
nah.
dope. This is the amazing thing.
I'll
Like,
just watch the
nothing
movies.
was in the game.
I'll just watch the movies.
Nothing was in the game.
Yeah, no, it's
And
not.
I tried so hard. And I was like, I
No.
can't even see these characters. I want to see them third
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want a
Just see
third
their
person
hands.
version of
That's it. You see
Overwatch,
their
like
hands.
as a game. Give me a game of Overwatch third person with a story mode.
That's why when you got it originally, you're like, yeah, I love the art. I'm like,
Yep.
you can't even see anybody.
said that.
Like,
I said the
why do
same
you
thing.
get it?
It
Like, you
sucks.
can't see
The
anyone.
game, I mean, I can see how people have fun with it, but I
the
mean, that
art
was
looks
the worst.
dope. The art
I
looks
want
really
that
dope.
art.
But I'm like, I can't even see them. So I don't
Yeah.
care.
So
for
any
that.
game like that, I mean, especially if it's battle royal. Now, since that set the precedent,
Right.
all these character-based games, they have awesome characters that you can never look at. So that kind of hurts the game
Yeah.
for me. Even the Destruction Derby game for PS5 when they had that.
Oh yeah.
And the characters looked amazing. Remember the dude, like the chick who had the face,
Yes.
like it was a LCD screen or
That's
whatever.
sports.
Oh yeah.
And
Look
they had
good.
all the characters looked amazing.
Look
in
good.
that. And then they're gonna be in cars, but at least you can hop out the car and run around. So I was like, okay, cool.
And you run
I can
people
see,
over.
I can see a Twisted Metal done like this, but I don't know why Twisted Metal isn't done in an arena mode now. What the hell is going on?
Ain't no one like them
it's a-
Twisted Metal characters. No one
Yeah,
likes them.
yeah, right.
What? Some characters
Yeah,
whack.
right.
They're like,
Get out of here.
They're like,
Sweet Tooth, man.
So
Come
if
on.
you make
That
that
was an
game
awesome series.
with the
Eh.
design of these new arena games, that is a bona fide classic hit
Yes.
that should have been done already.
That should be a remake.
That should be on
That
the way.
should be a
That should be
remake.
on the way right
I
now.
legit would be
Why-
excited if I heard that there was a remake of that.
Why is that not an arena game?
because the characters.
I
Who
don't know.
cares? No one cares
I
about
don't
it.
know.
Disrespectful.
Someone who didn't have PlayStation at all, doesn't even know
Yeah.
who Sweet Tooth is.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do. I know those characters. They just
So
never-
that's why they're good.
They just
then.
never did anything for me. I'm like, all right, whatever. It's like a default regular game. It's all right.
Wow.
Wow.
Another one of my
It
favorites.
pioneered
That mug is
combat
so huge.
fucking
Every time she takes a
races.
sip.
Capcom.
Just saying.
Another one of my favorite
Covers the whole
designers
face, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
for the,
it
for
goes
the
up your whole
characters
face.
What?
was Capcom. So you
Capcom,
can't say
okay.
SNK without saying Capcom.
Well, yeah, those
And
two, yeah.
like they're neck and neck as far as designs of characters. Like
Yeah.
Street Fighter Alpha, even the same characters that they designed over.
Yeah.
They designed them well enough that they're not the same character in another game.
They did those sexualize a lot of characters though. Capcom.
I think early
Like
on,
if I think of,
I think
if I think
Capcom's-
of Darkstalkers, you look at
Well,
Felicia,
yeah,
you
I
look at all
mean-
that, like those characters are like
Agreed.
But as
very
far as character design, though,
sexualized,
none of those characters are the same.
they're not bad. They're
Even
not bad
like
designs.
Frankenstein, Dracula, like all those are totally different.
I
looking
think
characters.
Capcom a little started getting a little carried away with Street Fighter V's character design. There was a lot of stupid looking characters in
Yes.
there. I'm like,
But if you
the-
see
like-
them
like-
drawn,
Yes.
not in the game, like not the game.
I mean, they're
itself,
different. I'm gonna say
The
that
art that they did for the
they're
characters,
obviously
yeah.
different.
and how they look different.
Yeah.
Obviously, they look like comic booky, like weird,
Yeah.
like exaggerations, giant feet and stuff.
Yeah.
But when they actually draw those characters to differentiate them from other characters in the series, they're all different.
Oh, I'll definitely agree with
Okay.
that. They're different, but
Yeah.
I'm just not crazy about the you know.
I mean, 5.
as it went on, when you
series
get to
went.
5 in a series, it's kind of tough to keep fresh looking
Without bringing
characters.
your
What
old characters back.
You mean 5 in a series of 32 games?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
pretty
Number
much.
31.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Well, the character design in Street Fighter the movie wasn't that good
Street.
Wow.
because they were people. Because they're real people. There's no
Wow.
design. That's what
You mean
happens when you
that-
don't put design in the game. It just
Wow.
ends up looking like
That's,
trash.
that's Pit Fighter. That's Pit Fighter
Exactly.
right
There's
there.
no
No,
design
Pit
in
Fighter
there.
was Elio.
I do-
Hey, my Pit Fighter.
All right, you look at the
I'm
boss.
talking about the graphic style.
You look at the boss in that game.
The
tell
boss
me-
is disturbing.
Oh, the boss looks like
He was a
trash.
gimp. He was a gimp.
You don't want to.
He
You
was
don't
a
want to
gimp.
co-sign.
I don't know why he was a gimp.
No,
You
I
don't
will
wanna
still
co-sign
co-sign
that boss.
No, I will co-sign on that game.
I will
Yeah, but
co-sign on
without-
that boss though.
Yo,
That
Pit
boss
Fighter.
was a
Pit
gimp.
Fighter was like a big fucking S&M fetish.
No, it was not. It was it was Fight Club before there was Fight Club, all right?
Play it again. Play it again.
I'll play it
Yo,
again.
leather,
play it
there was
with
so
a
much
different
leather in that
perspective.
game. Yo, come on, man. Well, back when we were kids, when we were playing, it was like, oh, this is cool. But now looking
That
back,
last
I was,
boss did change things though. The last boss changed
Oh,
things.
yo.
Like,
How
why
did
is
you
my
let
man
that-
in like leather underwear with chains and a mask?
He had
What's
pants
going
on.
Why? He didn't have no pants on. He had like leather. He had like underwear.
He had pants, dude.
It was the 80s.
I don't know,
I don't know
man.
about that.
It was
No,
the
you were talking
80s.
Tight
no,
leather
You were
pants.
talking about the dude from Stage 2 that was a baby in a diaper.
No.
Wait,
we're
no,
talking about
I
what
don't even
happened.
remember that.
Dude, I didn't. What? All right.
So this is what happens. This is what happens when you don't design the characters. And you just tell people to wear some shit.
Yes. Yeah, digitize. We're not talking about digitize. We're talking about drawn.
Drawn, yes.
Drawn.
Like
or-
as far as
yeah.
something artistic,
Yes.
there's a lot of indie titles that rely on artistic,
Yes.
like art to make the game. Like something like Ori
Yeah.
or something. Like that's all.
Streets of
Drawn.
Rage 4.
Oh,
And
here's
something
a-
like Streets of Rage
here's
4.
a- here's
what
a
a
good
what
question.
what an amazing.
Here's a
artwork
good question to
in
bring
that.
up. As far as remakes, with character design, are there any remakes that Lucy, that you think, were done well, that you like in particular? Like,
Does Streets of Rage count?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it
Hell
does.
yeah, it counts.
course
I've
it
been
does.
seeing it, and it's just
you
beautiful.
go, yeah.
Like, I mean, it's a mix of nostalgia, but like, it's also, I think, it looks amazing.
Yes.
It looks so good, doesn't
Agreed.
it?
I remember when I don't know if it was like a month and a half ago, a little while ago, but we were playing it and we beat the game, and we had the main title screen was on. You know,
just looked at the characters.
we were looking at the characters for like 30 minutes to an hour, just talking
listen to the
about
music.
it, listening to the music. Then we went to the extras and started looking at all the artwork, the sketches. I'm like, this is just beautiful. Everything about this game is beautiful, and that's coming from someone who was just like, we all grew up on Streets of Rage, and when you have someone else doing the game, you're like, I hope they stay true to the music, the characters, the action. I really hope they don't mess it up, and they did such a great job, and the art is just breathtaking. I'm like, give me that art book. I'm like, I need the art book. It looks so awesome. It was just done. The animation, same thing with Cuphead. Cuphead, beautiful game.
Jeez. Yeah.
Cuphead is just
You can't talk about character design
Cuphead is
Well,
just
without talking about Cuphead.
Cuphead is just
That
Talk
has
about
to be in there.
time period like that was crazy.
The fact that they went back
Old, like, what is that,
and they-
30s art? What is that art?
like
30s.
like
old
20s.
the 30s.
20s,
Yeah.
right? That's ancient.
It's like the first person who ever drew.
the first paper ever
Yeah.
made. Is that art is on
Basically
there.
took Walt Disney and they just took his.
They said, "What if
you know.
I draw this guy again?" And that moved over a little bit, and that's the first time.
That's how it
man.
happened.
way-
That's how it happened.
the way they did the hand and they did every cell
Beautiful
like
game.
traditional.
And they went
Cell
crazy,
shading.
and they can never make a sequel now
And then
because
they
they're crazy.
digitized it
Yeah.
also.
That's what happened to the next part. They never can finish it because they
well,
made
Because you
themselves
might
crazy.
as well do a damn sequel.
But they're
You
not
know,
going to.
I'm hoping that they are making that DLC a sequel
It
because
should
it's
be.
been
It should be.
it's
a
been
sequel.
pushed like 2 years.
It should be. But
It's
what
gonna
about that
come out.
other? What about that other?
I don't know about the
knockoff.
fake one.
The knockoff.
I don't know about
game.
the fake one.
Oh, with the
That
blondes
didn't look
and stuff?
bad.
No, it looked good.
Nah, but you knocked it off though. You can't. You don't get the
No,
credit.
that's a
You
sign.
can't get the design
No.
credit. You can't.
Yeah,
you
you
can't.
No, but
Can't.
I'm never. I can never hate on.
No, they put in work.
I
mean,
can never hate on somebody if you copy someone else's art style or if you copy as long as you do it justice.
That should look like the same game.
But no,
it was the
Yeah.
same premise. Like the way it went to, it was
But it
like the
was-
same kind of
it was
thing.
a different premise because
I
it
don't
was
think it's
about
out yet,
fairy
though.
tales.
I don't think it's out yet though,
It's
and I
not
don't
out
know the
yet.
name of it, so we can't even look it up.
It's about
Yeah.
fairy tales. I don't remember what the name of the game is, but I know it was about fairy tales. Every boss was a fairy tale.
Yeah, and you're shooting
Like,
wands at
you
it.
know.
It looked good. It looked good.
It looked like a
good.
good.
It
It
looked
looked
good.
like a Neo Geo version of the.
of
Just
Cuphead.
to give you an idea. All right, Overcooked. You guys, everybody here is familiar with Overcooked, right?
Yep.
How many games are like Overcooked that have the same art style as Overcooked, but they're different games?
Yeah, but they don't look like.
Oh, but they do look like Overcooked to the point where all of us were like, when
I
we
don't
saw the
know.
trailer, we'd be like,
Style
is that
of
by
game?
the same developer?
Style of
The
game.
same-
Yes.
I half disagree. I half
Style of
disagree.
game I
have
agreed
disagree.
with, but it
Yeah.
does look. They do look.
I mean, they have to
different.
have
Yeah.
some kind of difference, though.
But that
Yeah.
game
They
that
have
you're
to have
talking
some kind
about
of
looked like
difference.
a rip.
I was just
like
about
the
to say.
same
I
thing.
think
I don't think
the
it's a
games that
ripoff.
the games that went off of Overcooked, I think did a great job on making themselves separate from Overcooked. I think this game,
They
nobody
made it
can
too-
remember,
we don't
did
know.
the exact same kind of format that Cuphead did. That's
Which
why it
isn't
looks like a rip. That's why it looks like a
wrong.
rip. But it looks like a good game. It looks fun.
Listen, if we
You
did
know.
this to that every game, then you'd have Mario Brothers, and that's it.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Like so many games have ripped other games to be their own game.
Yeah, if Mario never came out, it'd be
If Final
know.
Fight didn't come out, Streets of Rage wouldn't have happened.
Exactly.
Like there's
Exactly.
obviously
Streets of Rage, Street
Right.
Fighter 2.
Yeah, you
Right.
pay
Yeah.
homage to these things when you do it.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you totally rip it off without,
Well,
like,
the thing
right
is,
away,
it's
There
hard.
are some that.
However,
that
it's
ripped.
hard to say. You
like
can't-
Fighters history. You hear much about Fighters history?
Listen, the game. We can't remember the name of the game.
I
The
know.
game is not out yet, so it's
Exactly.
hard to say that it's a ripoff when you haven't played the game.
I know.
It's not out.
I'll leave it to when
It's
it comes
tough
out.
to say that. So
But from what I
No,
saw,
no,
from what it
from
looks-
looking,
from what it looks,
I say it's
think,
a ripoff.
Okay.
From seeing what I saw, I was like, damn, these guys made a new game.
And to me, I was concerned that it might get canceled because of how
They
close
might have
it is to
gotten-
Cup. That's why I'm like, they might be in trouble.
I don't know the game, honestly. I don't. I've not seen anything about it. But the style that Cuphead are using are like from like old cartoons. So I don't think they could. Like they basically ripped off right that style from that
Yeah.
era. So I don't think style wise, like art style wise, they can
No, they can't copy.
They have a leg to stand on if it came to like.
They probably can't copyright.
You run into too many problems.
They can't copyright the art style itself because it's just it's based off of an art style that already existed.
Yeah.
So it's not like they did it. So
well, the premise of it is a completely different
it's
premise.
like making Contra and then another like Metal Slug. Like they're based on the same type of gameplay, and if you change the sprites. And Metal Slug, it would be Contra. Like, okay,
so
that's what it is.
So
I'm not saying I don't.
But I don't have a problem with that. Is what I'm saying.
No, I don't have a problem with it. It just looked like it.
Yeah.
It just looked like
it. The first 2 seconds, I said Cuphead. I said, I'm like, that's Cuphead.
Yeah.
That is legit Cuphead.
But I don't have a problem with
But
that.
the cool thing about Cuphead though is that the art style is so unique with the bosses, and that it's like, it's so popular and it's done so well, and it's such a frustrating game. It gets you on a level of anger that you never thought you could experience in a video game, but you're drawn to it. You're drawn to it by the charm, the art, the
music.
Just music. It's everything is just beautiful about the game, and then you play a stage and a boss, and you're like,
I can think of.
Is it called Enchanted Portals?
Probably.
Yes,
probably.
That's
It rings a
That's
bell. That rings a bell.
Enchanted Portals.
Enchanted Portals.
That sounds.
Look it up.
Look up Enchanted Portals trailer.
That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm okay with ripoffs of other games
It just looks so.
as long as it's done well.
Oh, that's fine.
Listen,
I just hope they can listen. If they can come out with the game and not get sued by somehow.
That's my concern, because
it looks like they took the actual game.
Even how the
put like a different art over
even
it.
how the bosses go. The
Yeah.
bosses go the exact same way, and I'm like, you might get in trouble. I don't know.
I don't think they are though.
No,
But-
we'll see if it comes out.
I think
We haven't
comes
heard nothing about it.
Well,
I heard about it, and then I didn't hear about it.
well, it is a
anymore.
Kickstarter,
So,
right?
I don't know.
I don't even know
I think
anymore.
it was a
I don't know.
Kickstarter.
Doesn't play like Portal, no.
Okay,
Shock would love it if it played like Portal.
stop. That's not
That's, his
funny.
favorite, that's one of his
He
favorite
said
games.
that's not.
All right, so quick question. If you had to pick one favorite design character, who would it be?
Jeez,
That's a good final question.
Well, I'm gonna need time
That's a
to
good final
freaking
question.
figure that one out because there's so many characters.
Well, we're gonna have to pick one. So
All right, I'm just gonna pick one.
just randomly pick one.
Favorite designed character.
Lucy,
Favorite
what about
design
you?
character.
Do you have one off the top of your head?
So that's really hard.
Exactly.
No.
Like, of any game ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, just pick one of them.
Yeah.
Random.
You can wait. You can hold up. You don't have to do it just now.
I have.
No, I do have a lot
right.
too, man.
We can think about it. Think about it.
One comes to my mind. I don't know, but I don't know if that character is my favorite. But he does pop into my head because I like the design on the character, and he happens to be on our desk,
You took it easy way.
and it's not who you think.
All right.
Mega Man.
All right.
Let me start.
Fox.
Ike from Fire Emblem.
There he
course.
is.
Of course,
All
it's
right.
Pyro.
Yeah, I was thinking it was like.
Yeah.
not Mars.
I thought you were gonna say Marth. Yeah, I like Marth's design, but I think Ike's one of the cooler designed characters because he's not a. Every Fire Emblem game is about a prince. It's always
Nah.
about a prince. He's a mercenary that just chops people's heads off. So I like that. Damn, I'm just digging myself a hole in this podcast. I swear to
Yeah,
God.
he really is.
I didn't even know. I'm
You're
just
gonna
like
have to see it
continuing like.
Go see a therapist. Man.
Yeah.
After the show.
Best ever. Jeez.
I'm
the
gonna
chat.
say. Oh, from the chat. Go
From the
ahead.
chat, Aya Brea from Parasite Eve.
Oh,
okay.
okay. That's a good design.
That's not
Yeah, I
bad.
like that. Yeah, great design. Definitely very good. There's so many.
I'm gonna say. I got it. I'm gonna say Alucard.
Alucard's dope
Symphony of the
design.
Night.
Ooh, I respect that.
Symphony of the
I
Night.
respect that.
Alucard. Awesome
Alucard's
character.
a very good design. Yeah.
Okay, I got one.
Mm.
Jeez, but forever.
Oh no, I'm gonna be the only one with no design now.
Let me guess. Nurse Edna from Maniac Mansion.
Damn.
Oh man, it has to be at least like drawn good. That's like
Wow.
old as hell. I can't pick an
Wow.
8-bit character now.
Of course you can. Why not?
You're gonna pick
No.
from
No.
Clock Tower? No.
No.
Scissor Man.
Scissor Man from Clock
Man.
Tower.
It's
Yeah.
just
Come on.
scissors. Come on.
You like those quirky games? Come on.
No, I do like the game, but no, I would probably say my favorite. I have to say recent.
Parappa
though.
the
I can't
Rapper.
say best ever.
Let's say if I'm if
All right.
I'm
I
trying
like,
to predict who
listen,
you.
I like 2B from Near. Her design.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew you were gonna say that.
I like
name.
the
was thinking the
design.
same
I knew you were
I
gonna
was
say
thinking
that
the same
name.
thing.
She has,
I really
she has a
like
cool
that
No, she has a
design.
cool design.
She
She has
does
a cool
have a-
design.
I do like the design of those characters.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I mean, I'd probably say that as far as just okay, I want to buy this because of the design of the character.
Yeah.
And I've seen some cool we've seen
No, they're
the
dope. It's
cosplay
a
of
dope
the
looking character.
Yeah,
Very
someone
like-
that last Comic-Con we went to, someone pulled it off like perfect.
Yeah.
It was really
Most
good
people
job.
pull it off because you can cover your eyes.
Cover
You
your
can-
eyes, hell yeah.
She's got an eye patch.
But I like that look. So,
Yeah,
cool.
it's dope.
but obviously, that makes
Can
me
I
look
guess
like a pervert
yours?
now.
Can I guess yours?
Yeah, I guess. I don't think anyone's gonna be able.
Okay,
to
good. Because if you said Master Chief, I'd be
You
like,
guys-
really? That's
you
just
guys, no,
I was
all
gonna
three
go
you
with the
guess.
obvious.
All three you guess.
I was gonna go with the obvious and
You're
say
not gonna get
Dante
it.
from.
You're not gonna get it.
No,
No?
Dante. No?
Guess.
Samus Aran.
It's not a good guess. No.
Why are you questioning my guess? I just wanted it out the way.
Have I ever? But I've never obsessed over Metroid like Turbo does.
Yeah.
I said Samus Aran. Justin Bailey?
Justin Bailey. Wow.
Justin Bailey.
Vegeta.
It's not a video game character.
No,
Nah, it's
Well,
all right. That's a
wait.
anime.
that's still a video game.
I don't count that.
Oh, so it's
Mario?
okay. So it's
No, if
So this
someone
is
said
video
Mario, I'd be
so
like,
this,
you
no,
liar.
So this is strictly video game.
Strictly
Yep.
video game.
Strictly video game.
I couldn't tell you.
All right, I don't know.
Oh wait, Gundam. No, that's all right. That's the anime.
That's
anime.
anime. It's anime. It's anime.
Sephiroth.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's a good one. That's
I
a
can
good
see
one.
that.
Because not
That's a very
because
good
I
guy.
feel like he started
He
the whole
inspired the whole
genre
look.
with like dudes with coats and swords
And
doing
fire
badass
behind
stuff.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the
I give you
purple
that.
hair. Purple's my favorite color,
Yeah.
and the hair like that's
Now
just
imagine
my dude, bro.
Sephiroth
Awesome
and
villain.
B2 standing next to each other with fire behind them.
No, I don't think that'll work.
No.
I don't think that'll be work. No.
All right.
that'll probably shouldn't.
You should draw that for us. Can you draw that poster for us?
Yeah.
I think it would work.
I don't know, man.
You ain't got nobody? Just pick anybody. Well, who's a cool character that
He
really
did
blew you
already.
away? You.
Talking about you.
Talking to you.
Me? I said already.
Who?
Yeah,
Tetris
Alucard.
piece?
all
Oh,
this
yeah.
one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
He said it mad quick. It was mad quick.
I thought
you
you
were
said
talking
Tetris
about you.
piece.
No, that's
You didn't say Tetris piece number 4?
No, man.
Yo,
Wow. Tetris, all right, I know I'm a Tetris fan, but Jesus, character art? That's not even a character.
Yo,
No
if you
characters
said
in
if
that.
you said that, I would have fell out of the chair. I like
Yeah, I like the T
like the
piece.
T
I like the
piece
T
of
and the
Tetris.
L.
Like,
Work together. Like, what?
what are you talking about?
Oh, man.
It's not a character.
No, man. Alucard, that's what I said before.
Okay.
Lucy, do you have a pick?
I don't. This is
Or
really
how about
hard.
one of your favorites? Doesn't have to be
All
your
right,
favorite.
the
One
last, the flame and with the indie game that you were playing
Oh, the
before.
flame of the flood. Oh, I have one.
Ah, there you go.
Wait, there's an indie game called Tangle Tower,
Okay.
and it has some of the most amazing design I've seen. And there's this woman with a bird on her head.
Okay.
Tangled Tower.
I think I've seen this. Yes.
picture.
I think I've seen this one.
Sarumaru's in the chat. What's going on?
What up,
Hey,
Samaru?
Samaru, what's up?
Wait, Tangled Tower.
Let me see this.
Wait, so it's a character. What's the character look like?
With a bird on it.
She has a bird on her head.
Let's see this.
Samaru, what's your favorite character design?
Oh, wait a second. She have red hair?
Wait, what's it? Let me see.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
she looks like
And a yellow
she looks like a
bird.
cool like a
Oh, there you
like
go.
a Jessica Rabbit, but
Yes.
without all the
Gotcha.
Yes.
you know the
Unnecessary
silicone
stuff.
Yeah, unnecessary stuff.
Unnecessary.
The real Jessica Rabbit.
No, she really does because she has the hair over the eye. It looks like
Yes.
Jessica Rabbit.
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that
I
your
thought it
art
was
style
Disney's.
is influenced by Disney or
By
Pixar?
Disney?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's her main influence?
I think I read a lot of Asterix when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yes.
I know that comic.
Comic?
Yes.
So I think that's a huge influence that's had on me. And I think mostly comics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some Disney as well, but I was more like reading like graphic novels and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. That was the first thing I was like,
Oh,
okay,
Disney,
that's
yeah.
similar. A lot. It's
Disney?
from what from what I saw. Yeah.
Mm.
But it's cool.
I mean, I watched a lot of Disney, like as a child and as an adult. So yeah, that's fair.
Well, one of the first animated studios to really change design of the characters that they draw is Pixar when they started drawing people. Because I know they were fully against drawing people for the longest, and they would draw like toys, they would draw like monsters, they would draw anything but a human. But when they actually started drawing people, they looked like normal people. They didn't draw anything like superhero people. Even when they did like what was it, Big Six?
Big Hero 6?
Oh, Big Hero 6.
Yeah, even when they
Hero
did
6.
that,
Yeah.
they still drew
Yeah.
those characters, not like big diesel things. Like, and it reminded me of the style that you do.
Interesting.
Yeah. No, I like your style too, man.
And when they started doing stuff like, oh damn, what's the Disney one in Moana?
Moana.
Moana.
I think you said marijuana. I'm
Like
like,
marijuana.
now we're going to a whole new conversation
hey,
right
like-
now.
No,
That's
like
a whole new
This is
podcast.
another,
I was like, hold on.
but the style they did in that also reminded me of something that you would do too.
Oh, thanks. That's a huge compliment. Moana is a great film.
Oh, it was dope.
Out of all Disney films, I think Star Wars is Lilo and Stitch for me.
Oh, okay.
I think
You know what?
I love
I
Stitch's
I didn't even
design.
see that yet.
I can see the influence now.
I see the influence, but I know the characters, and I knew that they had like a Saturday morning cartoon even after the movie. But I never watched the actual movie yet. I have it on my computer. I should probably watch it.
Yeah.
Probably
You've
should.
never seen it?
I bought it on my computer.
I bought it. I bought it.
I have the collection. I need to watch it.
Wow.
bought it.
But no, it was never a big one that I didn't even see Monsters Inc. yet. Damn.
What?
So there's a few.
The original.
Yeah, there's a few. And Monster University, I haven't seen.
Well, I didn't see that one, but
But I wasn't.
I
big.
mean,
but
Monsters,
yeah,
Inc.,
I
though,
mean,
that's
I
a-
know of them.
Oh, don't worry. With what's going on in the world, you'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
There's
time.
a lot of
Yeah.
time to catch up.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Quarantine
catch up on
back.
some movies.
Yeah, man.
What
Well,
movie
they-
did I not see? Okay,
Let's watch it
line them up.
No.
If I get more time off of work, then that'll be the first thing I do.
Yeah, they'll be closing next week.
Oh, geez. It's not looking too good
Your
right
job's
now.
closing
Yeah,
real
man.
soon.
It really isn't.
Oh man.
But yeah, I mean, that was the first that I've seen that really like broke the mold on what people would usually do, like on a Saturday morning. 'Cause, even Ghostbusters wasn't drawing like normal people.
Well, there was
Even
the
it was
real.
Ray.
There was the real Ghostbusters, and then there was the other Ghostbusters.
Those are the real
The
Ghostbusters.
other Ghostbusters.
Oh,
It's
man.
like Sonic.
Um,
Sonic cartoon.
Yeah,
They
I mean
had
they're not real people though, so they can do them.
Sonic's not real.
Wow.
Jeez.
Speaking of Sonic, Shadow's design is dope.
No,
Yes.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Shadow's
Yes.
design is
he
fire.
shouldn't exist.
Yes.
What?
He
I
shouldn't
had a-
exist. Shadow shouldn't exist.
Yes, he should.
Damn.
No, no,
I
no,
had
no.
a pet hedgehog.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Oh no, yours.
And
is
I
fine.
named him Shadow,
Yes.
Aw.
based off. Of
I have a quick
damn
question.
game. What?
If the situation occurred where you could work on any project you choose, what would that be? If you can decide. Your dream project, basically.
Shining Force 3.
Whoa! Hey, wait.
Stop
Who said
throwing
that?
that
Do you hear that? What the
I
hell
don't
was
know what
that?
that
I
was.
don't know what that.
How did that?
Terrible.
What type of thing would you want to do from any franchise?
If there was a Transistor, like sequel,
Transistor.
like Transistor the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That game was awesome.
If there was a sequel, I would love to work on it. Transistor is one of
The
my
talking
all-time
sword.
favorite.
Nice.
That's
No, that was a dope game.
That was
Who
an
makes
awesome
it?
game.
Maybe we could, throw a link.
It wasn't.
We're like, yo,
It wasn't.
we know somebody.
That'd be
was
a
an
You
next
know what I'm
title, right?
saying? You need some artists. We know someone. You know.
It was an indie title, right?
Transistor? I
don't know.
remember. I don't know if they were actually in.
Because it wasn't a major.
It was
like,
known though. That was very well.
Well,
known.
I
I think it was
remember.
more like a double A,
Yeah.
like rather than triple A, so like in between, like.
Oh, you know what game had
But
good
that
design
was
like
awesome,
that?
though.
It's slipping my mind right now. What was the game where we listen to the music all the time? It looks just like Transistor. Bosses are ridiculously hard. Why is the title slipping my mind?
Cuphead.
No.
I'm sorry. You said boss is ridiculously
No,
hard.
you
I'm
have the
sorry.
soundtrack. Always listen to
I
it.
do?
Like
Yeah.
Transistor?
Yeah. Overhead. And you
Overhead.
dash around and you fight the bosses only.
Dash around, fight the bosses only. Overhead.
It's like
Did I
one
play
word.
it?
It's like
It's a
one
boss
word.
rush game,
It's like
I-
one word.
and I played it.
No, you had the music.
I have the music,
Yes.
but I never played the
You
game.
listen to the music all the time.
but you never played the game.
No, you never played the game. You saw me play the game. It's like, nah.
I have the music. Oh
It's
no,
a
this is,
boss-
this is gonna bother me.
And it's a
Holy
boss
shit.
rush
Boss
game where
rush
you
game,
just
yeah.
fight.
Versus-
bosses.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fury.
Fury.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm like, I got the whole soundtrack to this damn shit.
Right.
Fury, that had awesome design too.
Actually,
which was
yeah,
crazy.
it did. It also had good sound.
And the
but
music was.
Oh,
the music
soundtrack
was
is-
insane.
is-
It's one of my favorite.
top
One of my
notch.
favorite composers. I find out afterwards when I heard it. I'm like, that sounds familiar.
No wonder I like it.
That sounds familiar. And then I find out that this composer, and I can't remember. Oh no, his name is the name is Danger. That's the name of the composer. He composed like all of that game,
It's ridiculous.
and I was like,
That's good.
That's
Oh,
part of
man.
design, man. That's
The
part of
music
the
made
art.
me
Oh,
wanna. The
man.
music made me want to go through the pain of playing that game.
yes,
Yeah,
And then I play the demo and I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'll just download the soundtrack.
Those bosses look so fucked up.
Music is such a big part of the design of the art.
Oh.
It's like
They got to go hand in hand.
It's both creative,
gotta go hand in
you know.
hand.
And if you got both of those, that's why Streets of Rage is so flawless.
Beautiful.
Like they
beautiful.
didn't mess the game up, obviously the gameplay, but the fact that they realized that the music was so important in Streets of Rage that they had to do so well in it and pull it off.
That's why they had a team.
Yeah.
They had a squad do that
because
music.
if they had music and it was trash music, that game wouldn't be nearly
it would never recover.
as iconic.
The
It would be
series
done.
wouldn't recover.
'Cause
You probably
3
wouldn't make another one.
People people loved 3 regardless of the music, and that's hard to believe.
Yeah, 3 was the action was the best one.
Yeah.
I will always say 3 had the best action.
But the music
The
was
music
the worst.
was,
Music was-
not
I hated the
good, and
music.
some people loved the music in that,
No, that was-
because they probably played that first.
That was like bad drugs. Like that's what I call it. Like
That was a bad trip.
that's a bad.
That was a talented musician on a bad trip.
Yeah. It's like it's not working. You gotta change it
I'm
up.
having a bad trip.
Yeah, bad trip.
Make it
music.
stop.
It wasn't good.
Oh man.
Yuzo Koshiro, I
That's
love his
exact-
music, but he was whatever he was doing at that time. It just
guy said bad
Well, that's what it felt like. Now that I think
If it
about
took
it,
good drugs to make the good soundtracks, he had bad drugs. And he never recovered. He almost didn't
he
recover.
never recovered.
I remember any game after part 3.
Well, he helped out in 4 though.
No, I know.
Yeah, he helped out
He
in
took
4.
a long time to come back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he had
that's
to,
why
you
it
know,
wasn't just him. They're like, we don't trust you 100%.
Because he had a detox.
Yeah, we don't trust you. We know it's been like a couple years in detox. Let's bring you
like,
back
hey.
slowly.
Oh
you know?
my
You out of
God.
the detox.
But you know you got a good game with great design if you want the art book.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if there's a game, if you have an art book, tell us now which art book you have, and we'll know which type of game it is. So what art books do you own?
That I own. I have Tales of Abyss. I have Shining Force 3. I have Fire Emblem. Multiple books on Fire Emblem. Actually,
Okay.
there's 2 that I want that are like $100-something, which I will not be paying for. Maybe I'll look up the scans.
They're so expensive. If you miss out, it's over.
Yeah.
You'll never get those books.
Yeah, Streets of Rage. I want that. I want that art book really bad. That one. That's something I want really bad. Yeah, just mainly those.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly medieval. Mostly like the Fire Emblem, the
you
strategy
have-
role players. I
You
have.
have Street Fighter also. Did you say that?
I don't have. I have the comics. I don't have the book.
Oh,
I have
I-
actual art
I
book.
have a couple of Street Fighter artwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
books.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
I'm picky with because sometimes it's different artists, and some
Yeah.
artists of Street Fighter I love, and some I'm like, nah, that's I don't know what the hell they were thinking.
the ones by that company called Udon.
They're
Yeah,
good.
those.
They mess up sometimes though, but they're dope.
Are those the ones with the big ass hands and feet?
Well, they draw some anatomy sometimes wrong.
Okay.
But they
So
draw
do I.
Very,
So it's okay.
they draw
It's their
very
style.
cool.
I mess
very
up
cool
too.
characters.
It's their style. It's their
yeah.
style. So
You know they got straight out of college.
yeah, well,
They were cool artists straight out of college.
It's
But
subjective.
now they should be very well in the industry. That was like 20 years ago. They should be
Yeah.
dope. Like no mistakes now. But I mean, I bought all that stuff when they first came out. It was crazy.
There's other ones I want to get into, like the Mega Man X art book. I saw some of the scans from them that are really, really good.
They all cost-
Astral Chain I want to check out.
They all cost over $100.
They're really pricey. Phantasy Star 2, not
Oh,
online.
yeah.
Phantasy Star 2, I saw that art book, and I didn't even know they had one. And I was like,
Imagine finding that. That's
ooh,
ancient.
I need to get that.
You'll never find
Fantasy
it.
Star 2. No, I did find it.
Did you?
Yeah, I found it. I was like,
For sale?
I didn't check the price. I'm afraid to.
Oh,
I'm
man.
afraid
I
to.
wouldn't check the price.
But, you know,
Do it.
I might as well
wouldn't
just
check the
find out
price.
where the person lives and we can have a conversation.
You
And
might as
they,
well just
pull the trigger.
Oh,
get
dear.
like
Bad choice of
put
words.
chlorine on the
like a conversation about reducing the price, not harming the guy.
Yeah, bad
that
choice
doesn't
of
hurt.
words.
I only
Says
do that
pull
in
the
video
trigger.
games,
My bad.
okay? I do
He
that
says
in
that.
video
Maybe we
games.
can have a
messed up.
conversation.
Jesus.
Just
Chalk
make
goes,
sure-
pull the trigger. I'm like, wait, what's
Just
going
make sure,
on?
just make sure
No,
the
I
head
mean, pull
doesn't hit the
trigger,
concrete.
Do it and buy it, but
Just make sure the
Little
head
bit
with
messed
this
up.
guy.
doesn't hit the
With this guy.
concrete.
Poor choice of words.
Catch them, have a pillow under them or something. They're fine. They'll wake up.
Lucy, I'm not crazy, okay? I'm not crazy.
All I've heard said is Tales of Violence.
Yeah.
So really,
Domestic
Wish
violence.
us luck when we go off air.
Imagine, I'm running. It's like, whoa, what's going on? Why is he grabbing the mic? What's happening?
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, I forgot there is a Street Fighter swimsuit edition of one.
Yep.
What?
Yep, no, that's true.
They
Yep.
used to have
Yeah.
X-Men swimsuit editions.
Yep.
I remember all those.
Yep.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's
Yep.
too bad. It's too much.
Deprived.
Well, there's an audience for everything.
Hey, yes,
Yep.
there is. A
an
creepy
for
audience.
If there was an art book that I wanted to get, it would be like Valkyria Chronicles.
That's a good one. That's a
I
good
like their
one.
Art
Ah.
They
so
have one.
much,
They have one.
and I would want to pick up that book. I have a Rama one also, but that's an anime, so I can't count that as a game.
I would say you said it already, but I would definitely get the Astral Chain art book if
Really?
if it
Yeah,
even exists.
I like, yeah.
If it
Probably.
They
exists.
probably do.
Probably does.
They definitely do.
If it exists, I don't know if it
It's a
does.
beautiful
I haven't
game.
even looked if it to check to see.
Well, it's
to
probably
verify, but
affordable at least right now. If you look now,
I don't know.
that wait a year,
I'll
and that
be
thing will be
doing it.
$400.
I'll be doing it right after this podcast.
To throw it
No,
back
we
a
gotta
little
check
bit.
that. We gotta verify that.
What you chalk?
I would check for Guardian Heroes art book.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a good one too.
Yeah.
They probably have one.
Yeah, Guardian Heroes was a classic, and the character design was dope.
Yeah, it's cool.
Even though they had palette swap characters
Yeah,
sometimes, but
they still had that nice charm. Everyone was different though. Everyone
yeah,
was
the
very
main
different.
character
Yep.
crew was different.
There's one company I can't forget to mention during all this stuff.
What's that?
And that's Way Forward.
Oh yeah, you know what? Shame on me for not even bringing that up. Yeah,
True.
I'm glad you brought that up. Way forward. Yeah, those artists are. Oof, oh my god.
We've had them on our podcast.
Yeah.
Their characters are awesome.
River City, just River City. Period.
Mhm.
River City Girls, River City Underground, River City Ransom. Just awesome.
Yeah, Shanti,
Shan-
Shanti,
yeah.
all of them.
Shanti series. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome
ridiculous.
design. Awesome.
Retrosoft Studios just said, if there's a Retromania art book, you guys will be in it.
Yeah.
All right, let's put it on Kickstarter. Something.
Yo,
Let's get that going.
Let's get it going.
I'll be the first one to throw some money in.
Yo.
Sir.
Or you can send us a little version of the book. That's fine. One of a kind.
That's fine, man. Yo, listen,
5 of
please.
them. 5 of a kind.
Dude, speaking of which, man, I want to see the Retrosoft Studios art book. I actually would like
That
to
art
see
is
that,
dope,
man.
too.
I
You know
really
what?
like
You know
the
what I
art.
would also like to see?
Good
I
stuff.
would wonder how Lucy would draw us. That's how I would wonder. I would.
That's a
I
good,
wonder how she would.
That is a good question.
You know. I wonder.
If
That
she
would be your
could,
favorite project, right?
How would she draw?
If she had the
maybe-
time on her hands, could she do it?
Yeah.
Perhaps we could put it up on our social
Yeah,
media.
maybe we could put it on our
I
channel
don't
somewhere.
know.
I don't know. Somewhere.
And maybe she could draw me with a cape.
maybe Chalk can get a cape. You know, maybe
Yes.
my hair could be
Let's stop
extra
it with this
long,
cape.
flowing in
What's
the
wrong
wind.
with a
You know,
cape?
Stop it with this cape.
What's wrong with a cape?
Stop it with this cape.
Why do you always
It's
do
just
the
a character design.
just character design.
Character
You know.
I'm a character. I need a cape.
boy. I guess.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll take off the cape before I whoop your asses.
Damn. Whoa,
Dude, you
whoa.
always ask for a cape, though.
Cause it's cool.
He needs to have a cape.
Every single
Purple
time.
cape.
Like a cape.
I'll give the
course.
cape.
Purple
Of
cape.
course.
I'll give.
You want a
Of
purple cape?
effing.
I'll walk into
course.
the room and you will be strangled by your cape.
Yeah.
You would step on it and
Yes.
strangle your neck.
Nah,
and I'd be like, that's what you get for having a cape.
Nope.
Damn, man.
Tripped over your
Trip-
own cape.
You'll trip down the steps.
This is not the Incredibles.
This is when you-
It's not gonna go down like that.
So this is the cape you will have. It will be super long, wrapped around your leg, falling down the steps.
No.
That's what you should
No,
draw
it
him
doesn't
as
have
in
to
the
be super long.
background with a cape.
I can't.
Wow.
That's
I
the cape you get.
have nothing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
She got the hint. She got the
The
hint.
lull. The
Oh
lull after
man.
Ooh.
Well,
All right. Anybody got anything else?
I think we are good so
Yeah.
far.
So Lucy, if you got any socials you want to shout out to let people find you, it'll be embedded in this video forever.
Oh my god. I guess people can check out the shit I post on Twitter at Lucy Does Arts.
Okay.
And I sometimes post about games and stuff.
Nice.
Or my dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure many people hit that up, and we will see what you're up to.
Definitely.
All right.
Yeah, we
And,
definitely got to have you back on after the Xbox presentation this month. Hopefully, some things are announced. That'd be amazing.
After the
And then
game
we
that
could
shall not be
actually-
named.
Yeah, hopefully some.
Who knows?
We'll see
No.
what happens.
Yeah, we will keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Do
Hopefully,
one of these.
you know.
Say a
and-
prayer, and then
Yeah.
you know.
And we'll see what Microsoft has up their sleeve.
And if not,
yeah.
more people are gonna pay in Red Dead 2.
Oh boy.
Oh
Wow.
dear God.
They're all
Why
good.
would you-
I'm sorry.
At least it's in there.
I gotta bring it back full circle,
Why?
man. I
At
gotta
least
bring it
it's
back.
there. At least it's there, not in real life. you know?
Yeah, I'm a peaceful man in real life.
Listen, thank God you don't own a gun in real life.
Not yet.
I know
he's
it's
like-
legal to own one here,
He's
but
like,
damn it.
he's like the
He
poster
doesn't
boy for
even
gun
need
control.
A gun.
No.
He just threw someone like a ditch.
You need a rope.
Oh, no.
You need a rope.
Listen, it's legal here to own a gun, but
You need a rope.
you shouldn't
The,
own
the
one.
creek
You're-
was
should-
like an inch deep. They just got taken
There's creeks
I
down the
don't know.
street.
in the streets.
It's in the street.
You'll have a gun in your car. I'm going to the grocery store, guys.
Better be a water
He'll
gun.
go to the grocery store. He freaking comes back with like a body in the trunk. Like, what?
Like what?
I don't know what to do. I don't
What
know
did we miss?
What happened?
I was walking.
I was
through-
just going to the
I was-
groceries. I was going-
I knocked someone over. They hit their head on the curb, and I don't know what to do with them.
I was going down the produce aisle, and
Now
I
you're
bumped
going-
into somebody.
yeah,
Now you're going
and
to
I had to
jail.
kill him. I had to do it.
Oh
I
my
couldn't just
God.
leave him there.
Just pretend like you didn't see anything because you know what happens to witness.
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I saw nothing. I saw nothing.
And
He
on
opens up
that
the trunk.
note,
I'm blind.
Yeah,
I can't see.
on style going to jail. On that note,
Yeah.
yeah. Right.
Lucy's gonna draw me in jail.
Accurate.
Anyway, thank you very much for joining us today. It's been
Thank
a
you.
pleasure,
yes.
and we
Yes,
hope to have you
definitely.
on again in the future.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you.
And we know it's very late over there, so definitely get some sleep.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Different time zones. Different time zones. But yeah, we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.
Good. Take care.
Yeah.
And now it's us.
It's just us and the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just us in the chat.
A
Yeah.
trip and run.
Savages.
Yes.
That
It
was
would
a
be-
fun.
it would
That was
be
a
trip and run.
fun podcast.
That was hilarious.
That was a good podcast. That was a good topic too, man.
Yeah.
That was a good topic, man. A lot of character design stuff, man. A lot of crazy stuff.
A lot of shitty designs, a lot of dope designs.
A lot
Yeah.
of shitty designs, a lot of dope designs.
Yeah,
So
man.
tell us in the comments what character designs you like
Yeah.
and what studios you like the character designs on.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned the girls from Valis.
Phallus.
Valis is dope.
Oh, actually, yeah. That's
Valis is dope.
Oh, shout out
Yeah.
to whoever that was. That's a good mention.
Saramaru said that.
Oh, hell
yeah,
yeah, Saramaru.
Nice
That's the
choice,
16-bit gem there.
Yeah.
Those
man.
characters are pretty damn dope.
Yeah, really good art. That's the old school dope.
Isn't that like
art.
the same artist who did like El Valentino or something? What was that game for Genesis?
El Valentino.
El Valentino.
Or it might have been from Sega
Sounds
CD.
like a wrestler.
Nah,
If it's
stop-
Sega CD, I don't know what the heck.
Nah, he would know. He would know what it is.
Sounds
It's
like a
definitely
luchador.
If it's Sega, yeah,
The way
that's what I was
I
gonna
just
say.
said
El Valentino.
Is that a
Hey.
luchador?
No, I think there was a game called that had the same art as the others.
That's about to be a
I know
a
of,
wrestler in the
Yeah, right.
Retromania right there.
I might have said it wrong.
I know of Chili con Carnage. Remember that?
Damn, I
Chili
don't,
con Carnage.
what the hell is
I
that?
don't know that one.
You don't know that game?
Nah.
It's for the
Hell no.
PSP.
That's why I don't know it.
Chili con Carnage.
Isn't it?
It was like a
anything
it was like a
Guacamelee?
Grand Theft Auto ripoff kind of, but it was like a weird, like crazy. Anyway, look it up. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's actually a really good game.
Oh, we forgot to
It's
mention
dated.
Comic Zone for character
Oh
design.
shit.
Comic Zone's good. That's good.
There's a
good.
ton of there's a ton.
I'm pretty sure I left out a bunch.
there's a
There's
ton
a
of stuff that's
ton
dope.
of there's
Yeah.
a ton
That's
of character
that's why the
design.
topic can go on.
Yes.
Forever, ever.
That's how you know it's a good
long
topic.
time. And we can revisit the topic. We can always
Oh.
go back to
See,
it.
I
so-
knew he knew.
What's
Yeah.
that?
LV and
El Viento.
you say that.
El Viento.
Oh, El Viento.
It is a different artist, but it does look okay. It
wind.
had dope art
The
though.
wind.
It's similar. It's, whatever. Okay, I
El
know, it's
Viento.
different.
El Diablo.
I was
No, El
wrong.
Viento. El Viento.
I was wrong. I'm never wrong. I'm wrong. I was wrong.
You're wrong all the
Oh
time.
boy,
You're wrong all the
you're
time.
wrong so much.
Every time.
Never wrong.
Wow.
Always
Never
wrong.
wrong. I'm drunk. Nah.
No way.
Stop.
No, no.
What was that word again that he was trying to that he said completely wrong? That was funny.
Spatial.
Yeah, what did he
Dude,
say?
that
instead
sounds
of
like a lot of things. It could be a lot of different
What did he
things.
say instead of that? It was
Let's move on.
Spatula.
It's already
Spatula,
recorded.
yeah, yeah,
It's
I heard-
already,
I
it's
heard
already
spatula.
recorded, all right? I don't need to
Spatula.
relive this.
Spatula.
I don't need to relive this.
Spatula.
sorry.
Sorry.
Yes,
I
the
didn't-
question.
It's
I had to
already,
bring-
it's already on the internet.
I know.
It's there forever.
I had
I'm going to
to-
be 70. And
I
like,
gotta bring it
special?
back. I had to bring it back.
Special? Are you special?
It was a good
I am
callback.
special.
Yo,
I have nothing to say.
off the rails.
Nothing
But
to say.
yeah, man. Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys thought was a good character design. What's your favorite? Let us know.
Yeah, man.
Who'd like to do the? I'm tired of doing the outro every time, man. I
You're
want to
good.
see someone else.
You're
do it.
good.
Let's have. That means Sticks is volunteers to do that.
You're
next
good.
time.
Actually,
Oh,
before that, there was a. Oh, okay. So there was a game that the character design made me start drawing anime.
Really?
Yes. It was for TurboGrafx. I believe it was CD. It was Cosmic Fantasy.
Okay.
If you remember
Cosmic-
what that was.
Cosmic Fantasy.
Never
Cosmic
played that.
Fantasy is
No.
the first game, the first art that made me draw when I was little.
And what made you stop?
College.
Ah, competition. Yeah.
No, they made me.
Damn,
not
these
wanna draw.
motherfuckers make me look bad.
The answer was so fast too.
Yeah.
No,
College.
digital art made me stop.
Okay.
But yeah, but that was one of the things that made me start drawing as a kid,
Oh, okay.
especially the anime style.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Holla, holla.
So, thank
That
you
is-
guys out there.
That is all.
Thank you guys so much. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. If you have, thank you. Thank you.
We
Thank you a million times.
Now's your chance if you didn't.
Yeah. Hit the button.
We can see your
Hit
name
that
live. We can say it loud and clear.
Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the dislike if you didn't like it.
Don't hit dislike.
Doesn't matter. We prefer if you hit the like button. But if you
Yes.
have to, if you didn't like, whatever. Just hit something.
Hit some. Hit one of them buttons. I don't know. Hit one of them buttons.
If you
hit
hit,
the
you
button.
can, you can
Thank
hit
you.
dislike. You can hit dislike and then hit like. It'll cancel it.
Well, yeah.
yeah.
But no, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Hell
we
yeah.
want to know your input, so leave a comment. Follow us on all our social media. We
Bang,
do
bang.
have a lot of stuff. And actually, do we have a giveaway? Because we do them randomly, and this is off the cuff. So I don't know if we have a giveaway to do right now. I don't know if we're feeling like it. I don't know. I'm trying to feel the crowd right now. I'm trying to see what's going on.
I want
trying
to
to
do.
feel it.
I
I don't know.
I want to do
It's kind of like
a game. I want to do a game for that.
A game.
I want to do like a
Make 'em earn
like
it.
a Let's give them a trivia question or something.
yeah.
You want me to go off the top of the head right
If
now?
you got one off the head?
I can-
It's up to you guys, man. I'm Jay.
I can just give me like a hot second. I can think of something.
All right. Well,
I can think of something.
does anybody here have a?
I don't have a question.
What's the title that made me draw anime?
Wow.
How close were you guys listening?
Oh wow.
Imagine he's like, I don't know.
Oh shit! Yeah, if you guys can get that answer, then you guys got a game. That's actually not a bad one.
Oh jeez, yeah. If I said it like 3 weeks,
Yeah, if you said like 3 weeks.
it's like
ago.
you guys got to be paying attention during the
All right,
I don't know if anybody
I just had to look online just to confirm that I'm actually have the right answer.
Wow, it's that tough.
All right, now well, it's an old school question.
okay.
Contra. What are the two main characters' names?
Oh shoot,
Obviously-
you got me on that.
Yeah, dude,
That's a tough one,
you got me too.
but I know someone's gonna look it up real quick,
Somebody knows.
and
it
we'll
right
give
off the
away
bat.
Oxyjet. Give away Oxyjet.
Yeah, the guys in the chat might already have oxygen.
If you don't,
Yeah,
the prize is Oxyjet for the Switch. We have
if
a
you
bunch
got
of
it
codes for
already,
that.
let us know. We won't give it to you.
Yeah.
Because you already got it. What do you want?
Contra, two main characters.
First, last,
No, just I don't think they have a last.
middle name.
Middle
You know
name.
what?
Yes.
What if we did it for the for YouTube in general?
What do you mean?
Anybody watching this video, not live, but on YouTube, the edited version?
Oh, first one to put up the names.
Yeah,
No, it's too
Leave
late.
it in the comments.
We already said it live. Too late. Already did it.
First one to put it up.
They're doing it.
They
right
got to
now.
watch it on Friday.
First one to put it up.
Because they got to
First
see it
one-
anyway. They're looking on
exactly.
Google right now.
first one to put it up when it goes live on YouTube.
Yes.
In the comments, that watches the video. Of course, we're gonna know.
Oh, hold up. Someone's gonna say it right now.
Nope.
And
Nope, we're good.
All right, so do the outro, and then we'll be out.
But when it comes out on Friday, if you're first to put it up,
When it comes out on Friday, it's
Then you
gonna
got the
come out
code.
in a few days. It's gonna come out in a week from now. So when it comes out, when you're watching this right now, leave it in the comments.
and I'm talking about the original Contra. All right, not the new crap.
Damn.
Well,
Now
we
with
won't
the panda?
We won't give any hints here.
Panda.
But chat is funny, man.
Yeah,
Chat is
chat is real
Chat
funny.
is funny.
Yeah,
Chat
yeah,
is
yeah.
funny.
Chat is real funny.
So on
But yeah, man, listen. If you guys don't have a chance to watch this live, you can always listen to the podcast on all the streaming services. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that good stuff. We broadcast live every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time
Eastern
on YouTube.
That's right.
on the
For
tube.
anybody out there who doesn't know.
Now you do.
Well,
I hope anybody... What?
we actually have a winner.
Oh! Okay, good.
Friday.
It's too late. Like
Oh, they got a winner.
It's in
Okay,
the
well,
chat.
you just... All right. All right, who's this?
They still gotta put it up Friday.
RetroSoft Studios won.
Get out of here! Whoa!
We will DM you your code for Oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever's not watching this live and doesn't see this, and it goes off tomorrow, whoever puts it up Friday,
Get another one.
get another.
Wait.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Another one.
Man.
We'll give you another
Another
one.
one. Another one. So yeah, if you're watching this now and the pre-recorded, or the
It's not
pre-
Bimmy. It's not
edited
Bimmy and
version.
Jimmy either. It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
Bimmy and Jimmy.
It's not Bimmy and Jimmy.
Will win. So just leave the comment in there. Thank you guys once again for watching. We'll see you next week.
It's time for some wings.
It's time for some wings.
Later, y'all.
And some more
Thank you so much for
beer.
watching, guys. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate the hell out of each and every one of y'all.
Damn right.
Peace.
Peace out, y'all. Bye bye.